Still like the chat. They're great.
All right, folks, we are live. Submit to the High Council this week here on World Class Bullshitter. So, yes, I had to travel across the country, but I had time for the High Council. I've been watching the memes in the chat. So, there we go. Now, tonight, we're going to have people pop up through the show. So, it's not just me. It's not just Mecha Random 42. It's going to be, quite a few people. So, we're going to talk about, obviously, the same thing we talk about each and every week, trying to take over the world, aka Star Wars. But I want to start out with something that really pisses me off. So Disney Plus launched today, and people are excited about The Mandalorian. I haven't seen it yet. I'll eventually check it out. I'm a Verizon customer. I get my free subscription. But what I don't like is that how Star Wars has been altered again for the release on Disney Plus. So before we tell you the behind-the-scenes stuff, why it's been changed, let's talk about the change itself. So allow me to pull up an image. It's one of the most controversial scenes from A New Hope that's been altered by George Lucas. And if you know what I'm talking about right here, I don't even need to say it.
Is this the one where they have
share.
Where they changed?
Boom.
This is the Han and Greedo scene.
It's when Han shot first.
Yeah.
So today, I found out that Disney Plus has another edit of Star Wars A New Hope. So publicly, they're announcing, hey, guys, this is the 1997 cut, but it's available in 4K. And I'm all for 4K movies. Believe me, I have quite a few. I love high definition. But the promise of Star Wars in 4K isn't enough for me to swallow, no pun intended, this bullshit change. So I've never seen, God damn it, Darth Fat Ass. I've never seen Star Wars change more egregious than this. So, as we all know in the chat, Han shot first. It's kind of obvious. Like, if you don't know that, you're not really a Star Wars fan. Or maybe you are. You're just into the prequels or the sequel era stuff. Prequels are okay. Sequel era, no, thank you. So, we're talking about the change they made for this release. Now, in the original cut, like I said, Han shot first. In the second cut, they shoot kind of at the same time. In the third cut, they shoot similarly again. And in the fourth cut, which is the Blu-ray, they do it one more time. But the re-edit of Greedo shooting first, I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like a gut punch. Not even a gut punch. I don't get how to describe it. Mecha, I wish I could hear you because I'd love to hear your input. But,
am I muted? Am I on here?
There you go.
Okay. I don't know if I was muted or not. So
let's see. Han shot first, end of story.
Han shot only. That's the thing. I wish they would quit changing these. Like, just leave them the way they were. They were fine. They didn't need to change it every
So I can't really show it, but you guys can follow this tweet on Twitter. And hold on, we will. Yeah, what the fuck was that? Oh crap, it didn't show up. I watched it by myself.
I can kind of hear it in the back. I know I saw this on
that.
Twitter today. I know I saw this over on Twitter today, but it seems like they
So the
had
funny
this in
thing
the
though
DVD,
is
though, right?
For all the stupid changes, for all the dumb changes that we're getting from this, the one thing we're not getting is the ability to blame Disney, because these are George Lucas changes. Apparently in 2012, Pablo Hidalgo had stated that George Lucas was making new changes to Star Wars. And as you can see here, we have another one. So we all know the scene. We all know the image of Han and Greedo in the Cantina bar. It's awesome. Probably one of the coolest scenes in the original cut. But for some reason, George Lucas keeps changing. He keeps altering. He keeps trying to make it, different, softer, better. Dude, you had it perfect the first time. I am one of those people who agrees that certain things from the special editions were cool. The Battle of Yavin looked better. There were a couple fixed matte painting shots. But then there were things that went overboard, kind of like, the entire Mos Eisley intro or the Jabba the Hutt scene. It's cool to test out CGI, but you kill the flow of the story, George. And the Greedo shooting first scene, I was talking over Mecha. Huh. What happened to her?
Okay,
Mecha,
can you hear me now?
It's very There you go.
Okay. Oh.
Sorry about that. Let's
No
start
worries.
over again.
Oh, now my headphones are out now. Ugh.
Okay. So there we go. Sorry, like I said, I was talking to you. I couldn't hear you. I thought you were eating something, and then I was like, "Oh, well, she's
No.
here. I'll start."
Yeah, I was. Well, I would mute if I'm eating something, but yeah, I didn't realize you couldn't hear me, and then like, oh crap. So let me reload, and I came back. So good. Yeah, you can hear me.
All right, perfect. So now we can do this.
Yeah, because they could hear me in chat, so that's good.
Well, okay. So Disney Plus, do you have it?
No, not personally, no. But I did watch The Mandalorian, possibly with binoculars. I was in a really horrible mood when I watched it, so I'm going to say I did not enjoy it. I was irritated, and then I need to rewatch it though, because there's something at the end that got me that I think I really need to rewatch it for. And I've got an update videos for everybody who was mad at me for my really bad review. I gave it a really bad review because I was just not enjoying it. I wasn't enjoying jumping through a million hoops to get, it's to see how I could watch Disney Plus without signing up for it, etc., etc. And yeah, feeling better. I am Matchy. Thank you.
Yeah. So we had a little technical glitch, but now we're on board with it. So let's see.
Yes, my review sucks and I'm dumb. I know. I get why people like it. That's the thing. I get why people really, really loved The Mandalorian. And there's so much about it that is so Star Wars-esque. But, there's just a couple little nitpicks for me personally that, like, I couldn't, and I was just not in the mood for it. Like, no, don't do this now. Don't do. But that's just on me, though. And I can see, I totally get it. And I'm not mad at anybody for being upset with me for really ripping into it today.
Well, by the way, folks, I see Doomcock. He's going to join us as Gary from Nerdrotic. He'll be over in about 15 minutes. So I sent out the call to everybody because, people were like, where's the High Council? Well, here it is. It's getting reworked. But I haven't seen The Mandalorian. Like I said, I can't really comment on it. It looks cool. I'm interested in it based on the trailers that I've seen and all the TV spots. I don't feel comfortable giving Disney Plus any money based on what Disney did with Star Wars movies. But like I said, I'm a Verizon customer, so I can get it for free, and I really don't have to go back on my word. But I guess the thing about The Mandalorian, while I can't comment on the actual quality of what's on the show, I always look at it with the through the lens of this is just to win back that older audience that you alienated a couple years ago.
Yeah, that really feels, that's what it feels like. And for anybody who didn't see my review, like I start out my review going through with every article, well, probably about a dozen of them where we're called toxic man babies, we're called trolls, we're called ists, we're called etc., etc. And then I say, well, this, and then the experience I had trying to watch it, and then etc., etc. And that's why I kind of gave it a more negative review than I probably should have. So I'm definitely going to go in with a little less of a mood, I think, next time when I see it. Probably going to check out one more episode. But no, it's very much something aimed as it's the Disney apology tour, it seems like, or the Lucasfilm apology tour. We're sorry, we're listening, we're trying to fix it. Please give us your money again. And I don't know if I'm that quick to go back to them too.
I definitely feel like the rise of Skywalker marketing campaign is the Lucasfilm apology tour, because we're getting articles from websites that would never ever say anything against Lucasfilm. We're getting people questioning Kathleen Kennedy. We're getting people saying, hey, maybe The Last Jedi was more divisive than we thought. We're getting people like Rian Johnson being put under a microscope. And J.J. Abrams is trying to temper people's expectations and interest you in a different way. Hey, it's different, but you'll still like the change. And you're just like, if this was early 2018, we would be told how we're the guilty party, we're the small vocal minority, and the tide's turned. And it shows, every week we got all these people that show up, people watch the videos, people are, joining the Fandom Menace and doing all this stuff that they're into. And it's nice and reassuring, but it's also very two-faced and telling of what Disney thinks of us.
Yeah, it's like, here, we're gonna give you, this little thing at the end, and you're gonna be all over us because see, you're addicted to us and you can't say no. You'll just buy anything with Star Wars on the side of it, is kind of how they think of us. And I don't know, I've been hurt before by these companies. I mean, I'm going through it with Star Trek as well. So I think a lot of people who are coming like to my channel especially don't realize that yeah, I've been through this with Star Wars and Star Trek and Doctor Who, and Bond is getting it too. And I'm not even that big of a Bond fan, but that's getting completely woke and just anything that makes him Bond, they're taking away like 1 inch of his manhood at a time to keep it a little cleaner. But that's how it feels like. And it's just every little thing and every article for the past couple of years saying how we're all ists, and every Twitter fight I've gotten into with people reciting that back is tainting my view of how these things are presented. And there's something in there that even for me, it's like, it's really, really hard to say no to. And that's why I want to give it another look, just in case I'm just looking at it through really bitter, angry lenses. But at the same time, do they deserve us to look at it through that lens? I mean, it's been 2 years now of Ryan Johnson calling us names, and you know, look at what they did to people like the actor who played Admiral Akbar. Had him come off on set and just say, it's a wrap. Or the one who's just the voice actor, they had to shut him up at Star Wars Celebration.
Look at Anthony Daniels. He was
Yes.
talking about how C-3PO felt marginalized, and Luke Skywalker or Mark Hamill's like, hey, if you're going to watch it, just catch it on cable. Like, everyone involved with the old... It's funny. First, it was the fans that were getting pushed out. Then it was the people, the original Star Wars cast that was getting pushed out. I mean, who's left? I mean, I know the Star Wars brand can sell tickets and do all this shit for now. It seems like it's nearing the end because visibility is everything, folks. You never see Nintendo lose shelf space in the stores. They always they come up with new products, they get more shelf space. Nintendo products never go on sale. And I mean, officially licensed shit. Maybe you get a small thing, but like Mario games hold their value. All their first party stuff holds their value big time. A lot of Star Wars stuff used to hold its value. The only thing I remember from the Lucas era getting discounted in like since the new millennium, but that was based on the original trilogy, was they had an overpriced Millennium Falcon in the summer of 2008, and I think that's when the economy kind of hit the shitter, right? Or right around then.
Yeah.
And then you got that on clearance, but the thing shot up in value. There was a lot of value with the Star Wars IP. And Disney has done everything to take away that value. It seems crazy to think like, oh, we live in a world where maybe a Star Wars movie isn't going to be the number one thing. People would say, well, it's already happened with Attack of the Clones. It's true, but it still was part of the conversation. I don't know where Star Wars sits at the pop culture table anymore. It used to have that Darth Vader spot at the top. It's honored by your presence. And it had the ability to go away and come back and be powerful. And now we all just want it to go away. I mean, it's better to have your favorite property end than have somebody resurrect it and make it a bastardized version. It hurts. So, like, I'm not a Star Trek fan like you guys are, but I know it hurts to watch Discovery piss on the legacy. I'm a Bond fan. I am counting down the days till they kill off James Bond because I don't want it to become a modern interpretation. I'm trying to not use the phrase woke because people are like, oh, woke is such a coverall phrase. But seriously, the conversation that we need to have about pop culture is only about in the genre stuff. The conversations I want to have about pop culture is how fucking stupid TV shows like The Big Bang Theory are. Not even just because the content is stupid, but it presents our culture, our nerd culture, our community in an unfavorable light, in a fictional light that's not even funny anymore. I don't feel bothered that Wallowitz has a weird haircut or wears a dickie or this, that, and the other. But geek culture, nerd culture is just pop culture of the 2010s. Marvel really expanded it and did bring in a lot of new people. And The Big Bang Theory did too, but they also, under the Big Bang Theory guys, they kept a lot of the negative stereotypes.
Yes.
Now, if that show, I don't watch it, but if that show was still going on for a couple years, I think they would even do the toxic man babies and all this shit to poke fun at like a Fandom Menace type of thing. So
they were already kind of doing that for a while. I mean, at first it was kind of bringing geeks into the sort of social conscience, but then it became, let's make the geeks the butt of the joke. Let's make the smart people the butt of the joke. And that's not what geek culture was. And geek culture aren't people who just buy everything and like everything and go to convention after convention all the time. I mean, yes, there's some geeks who do that, but not every geek does that. Not every geek is going to watch anime and Lord of the Rings and Star Trek and Star Wars. You know, you might get one of those and they might be an expert in that. Or you might get two of them or three of them, you know. We're not all this little stereotype, and that's that's one of the things I'm noticing in my comment section and on Twitter and everything else is that, like, you know, they're like, oh, you don't like this like all everybody else in the Fandom Menace. Like, well, no, we don't all think the same way. We're not all the same mindset. We're not all the same anything. You know, and just because you drop me something at the very end of Mandalorian doesn't mean I'm going to rush out and buy every DVD and say that it's the best thing ever in the world. I mean, we all have different levels of what we're going through with our attachment to this even. And it just gets kind of insulting how they treat geek culture and how what they think of it. It really feels like Kathleen Kennedy's there saying, oh, you people will just buy anything. You'll buy anything with Star Wars on the side of it.
People used to.
Mm-hmm.
But not anymore, which is nice. People are more self-aware. People definitely in this chat, in this community, hold their pop culture to a higher standard. And it's funny. I wasn't going to make a point about this right this minute in the show, but listening to your audience is very important. So I don't know. Did you see the new Sonic trailer today?
I didn't see the trailer. I've seen the screenshots. And that one, you know, I'm not a Sonic fan at all, but I can see that that's an improvement. You know, they're listening to the fans. They want to fix it.
That's the whole point I wanted to make. It's not about me being a Sonic fan, which I'm not. It's not about me wanting to go see the latest Jim Carrey movie, which I don't. The thing about Sonic the Hedgehog for me, and the reason I might want to go be like, hey, check it out, is people bitched a lot about how ugly that Hedgehog model was. And it was. It's
that was horrible.
Sonic the Hedgehog is like Mario and other gaming mascots. Maybe he's not as big now, but back in the day when we were younger, he was as big as Mario. He had his own cartoon, toy line, maybe cereal. I don't know. My point is, Sonic the Hedgehog was a part of popular culture. And my complaint with Sonic or superhero movies than the DCEU, especially the Snyder era, where you change the look. You know, people say, we don't have to look like that. Yes, they do.
Yeah, they do. That's how they look. That's the character. That's, you know, it's like it would be as stupid as changing Ariel's hair to red. I mean, imagine if they did that. You know, I don't care what color the actress is. I mean, it makes sense if they're changing the complete story and not making it Hans Christian Andersen or whatever. That's a whole argument on its own. But you have these iconic characters that look a certain way and act a certain way. I mean, it's you know, like if Mario didn't have the mustache all of a sudden.
Exactly. There's like a Photoshop of Mario without his mustache. I just
creepy.
Don't like it. He looks like your weird uncle.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like, you look at folks, you don't owe Paramount Pictures your money or anything like that. I just personally feel like, hey, you listen to the fans, and in record time too. It's like what that trailer came out midsummer. It looked stupid. People complained, and then we get this, which is a much better representation of Sonic. I guess they went back and did a new trailer too. So I don't know. It could be good. I can't judge it and tell people, hey, go out and go see Sonic the Hedgehog. Because I'm not trying to bring a cause or make a movement out of this. I just feel like as a consumer, I'm respected by that decision. And I wish Disney, Lucasfilm, and anything else out there, any company would remember the Sonic approach. So if it makes a ton of money, I hope it does just for that, because respecting your audience is what we're all about here in the Fandom Menace. What a lot of us here on YouTube are about. Games. You know, if you're a gamer, EA will rip you off, take your money, give you an unfinished game. Whoever did what was it, the Fallout game from last year? It was earlier this year.
Bethesda.
Yeah, Bethesda. Like, I'm just saying, like, these people, you need to respect your audience. That's the number. It's paramount. Look, first off is make a great product or a piece of content that people want. Secondly, respect the people. If they dislike it, you take it in stride, you move on. Some criticism's valid. Some is just people being assholes. And then sometimes you have a huge outpouring like you do against the Sonic. People listen to Paramount, and now hopefully their movie does fine because it looks like Sonic the Hedgehog and not a blue furry nightmare.
Exactly. And you know, for people who are fans of this, they deserve the Sonic that they want, even though, you know, just for me, I'm like, I don't care about Sonic. It's not 1994, but seriously, I'm not going to watch it, but I'm happy for people who want to watch this. You know, it's great when they make something for a specific audience, and they listen to that audience.
Hail High Council, hail Mecca, hail Jeff.
Hail.
Sorry, I'm 3.5 hours late for the High Council tonight.
It's no biggie, man. We're good. You know what? The fact is, the audience is here. We're here. The High Council's on. So
that's right. You know, I ate. First of all, I ordered Italian food for everyone. Not for you. I mean, for my family.
I was like, I didn't get my food. Anyway.
Yeah. I didn't cater the High Council. I should have. But I ordered. Then I drank an entire bottle of red wine, and that gave me the munchies. So I ate one of those 1 pound gummy bears.
Oh.
And I couldn't stop eating it because I was watching Christmas commercials from the 1970s on YouTube. It was great. It was like 3 hours of Oreo cookies commercials with Santa.
Those are so good.
They really are, Mecca. And I ate the entire fucking thing. Cecil's telling me that it's made of horse hooves.
Yes, that's what gelatin's made of, hooves.
So I'm not feeling so great right now. But I just want to say, fuck this Greedo scene.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So you've had a chance to watch it, though, right?
Like the Greedo scene?
Yeah. Oh, it hurts.
Go ahead, play it again. I didn't hear what Greedo said. There's that new little insert shed. That's fucking.
Jeff, I should ask permission, but I'm going to offer the link to Kelsey Shannon.
Oh, was he on your stream?
Yes, he was.
Okay.
Is that okay with you?
It's fine with me, man.
Okay.
We got Gary coming on in a minute too. We're gonna have a full crowd.
Okay, good.
Gary from Nerdrotic. It's the Nerdrotic show. Bing.
So, okay, Ethan. So he says something that sounds like the word McCluskey or I don't know what the hell he says, but it's dumb. It doesn't fit the scene at all. It's the most jarring change of the scene.
All right, let me see. Let's see this shit.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's see. Can we make it bigger? Guess not.
Can you start it all the way from the beginning? Or are you going to get in trouble for that?
It's just a tweet. I'm going to read it from because all it's going to be is just the "yes, I'll bet you have" part. Which
you can full screen the tweet.
It won't let me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
But they got those little arrows next to the sound.
Hold on. Yeah, can you get? I don't hear. Fucking what the?
I saw this morning as I was packing up, and I had to sit down because I screamed. I don't ever tweet angrily on Twitter. I was just like, "What the fuck is this? This is the most." Never mind. I'll nerd out in a minute and be pissed off.
Is this in the new Blu-ray that I saw?
So what did they do? What did they do different? I didn't see this.
This is an added scene. So Cecil, in the original cut, Greedo goes, "I've been looking forward to this for a long time." Han goes, "Yes, I'll bet you have." There's a puff of smoke, a blaster shot. Greedo falls down dead.
Yeah.
Mess. 97 special edition change. Greedo shoots Han Solo's head, like jerks to the side, and then Han shoots him. Blu-ray or DVD edit, they kind of shoot at the same time. And then on this one, they add an extra scene. Then they shoot at the same time. I know sometimes people go, "Oh, fans obsess over the minutia," but like,
no, that's a whole character thing. The fact that he would shoot the guy dead first is a huge character development. Like that's who Han is. He's not your normal good guy. He's the guy who will shoot first.
I made a whole entire looping clip of Han Solo's head jerking from left to right, and then put the "What is love, baby, don't hurt me" right behind it.
I love that song.
You should have done Kevin Costner going back and to the left. And
yeah, it's pretty despicable that they won't let Han Solo be a badass. This is all part of the depenicization of that's a word, Becca. Look it up. of all science fiction, of all pop culture. They won't let Han Solo just be a badass. Now, I remember seeing that film, seeing that scene a million times as a young man, and every guy was like, "Yes!" when that happened. That you punch the air when Han Solo shoots Greedo right in the fucking face. Look at him. Look at that. You want to shoot him. He's asking for it. And Han Solo just goes, "Yeah, I'll bet you have." Shoots him under the table. F you, Greedo. Why does it have to be a thing? What? So what? 30 years from now, they're going to go back to the Mandalorian shootout scene from the first episode here, and what all the bad guys are going to have shot first. They're going to have to redo that entire shootout.
They're going to change them to walkie-talkies.
That's true. Yeah, everybody's going to be with walkie. F this. We have to stop it.
Well, the thing is, first off, welcome Kelsey to the High Council.
Huh? Oh, shit. Hello.
I didn't see you there. I'm Kelsey.
Kelsey brings the high to the High Council, by the way.
What are y'all talking about?
Star Wars.
No kidding.
So the point I wanted to make was, like, this is a George Lucas edit. Like, we can't blame Disney for this one. We can't go, oh my God, Disney has ruined Star Wars again. This is a George Lucas edit, and they just kept getting dumber and dumber as time went on. How do we feel about that?
Just cut the scene already if you hate it so much. Just have. There was a South Park video game where you have Mother Nature come and squat on top of your enemy and just, reverse give birth to them. Just have that happen at this point. I'm tired of them. This is the same thing with James Wan. They cut away guys, 1 inch at a time.
Listen, the whole point, that was his character development. It was letting the audience know he might be a good guy, but he's the type of good guy that will fucking murder somebody without cause. He's a bad boy. That's why when the bad boy meets up and hooks up with the princess, it's more important. He's a legit bad boy getting the princess. That makes sense. You know what I mean? That's why it's like a more unlikely. Like, this guy is an outlaw. He's a smuggler. He's a guy who will shoot first. And who does he end up with? A princess. That makes the story.
Well,
richer.
no, he doesn't, according to Disney. He ends up a pirate and a smuggler into his old age, and then he gets penetrated by his son through the midsection with a lightsaber and kicked off of a bridge.
Well,
that's, I mean.
They're just saying, like, he's the most unlikely guy to end up with a princess. It was
true. He didn't end up with a princess.
Have you guys ever been to high school? It's always those fucking guys that get the girl. I was more like the Luke guy that couldn't get laid for nothing. And here comes this dude, fucking rascal, causing trouble. She's all,
Yeah, the guys in the leather jackets with,
I was more
forget
like
about it.
shirts and yeah.
I was more like the Greedo guy.
I was more like Salacious Crumb.
Oh, don't make me sad. I saw what they did to the
Mecca, were you angry like I was?
I was crying. I was mad. I was gonna cry, and they had the other one. What? Oh,
yeah.
I need to watch The Mandalorian.
don't make the other one watch. The other one being roasted on a spit like a. Oh.
Jeff,
roasted on a spit. I don't want to bring the same chat over from the Rye Council, but what do you think, Baby Yoda's casting couch thing? Was that something that was done on Epstein Island? What do you think?
Oh,
It is so wrong.
Jeff, so you haven't watched The Mandalorian yet?
No, I was out of town. I literally just, like, when we were messaging, I was on the road, and I just walked in my house.
I don't feel so bad. We wouldn't have been able to do the High Council at 9. It would have just been me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See that, everyone? Zippity doo dah. I'm pretty cool. I didn't fuck up at all today. Plenty of sunshine. All right. Jeff,
I think you're missing the point, Ethan.
I didn't miss any point. I think I was
the real hero was a young man named Cecil who stepped up to do the Rye Council in the meantime. I don't want any credit. Hero? I shy away from that.
In the chat is just uniformly FEVS, right?
oh, okay.
All right, now listen. Here's what I want to say, Jeff. It was really good, and you need to see it. And I am, I'm feeling weird inside. I feel like
you feel like Baby Yoda on Epstein Island.
Yeah. I'm feeling a little creepy. I'm feeling like I accidentally like brushed my hand across my friend's genitals, and he's a man, and I'm having confusing feelings about it because ordinarily, like that would cause revulsion, but I'm feeling kind of funny because it was really good, man. Now the question. Now here's the thing.
Sorry, go ahead.
It was really good, and Bob Iger might be making the right choice. And here's the thing: scale back on all these movies because they suck. He's right. Fire Kathleen Kennedy. Put competent people like Cowboy Dave Filoni, in charge of these TV shows.
Yippee-ki-yay! That's me, Dave Filoni.
God, that was disappointing when we actually heard him talk. Cowboy Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau. Look, what are you kidding me? You've got the Obi-Wan Kenobi show with Ewan McGregor right around the corner. You got that Cassian Andor, but who gives a fuck about that? Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and then this. Dude, this is all we need. Like this, it's all right, Jeff. Like the Empire falls, and all the stormtroopers, like they're working freelance now, and they're all like the remainder of the Empire. Their armor's all dirty, and they're working like it's. Dude, it's so good. It's really, really good. You're gonna like it.
Wait, it's post
Return of the Jedi.
Right after Return of the Jedi. So like all the bounty hunters, their heyday was working for the Empire, tracking down their enemies. Now the Empire fell, and now they're all fighting for scraps. There's not a lot of business anymore.
But wait a minute. I thought Boba Fett had Wookiee furs on because he was sent out by like Darth Vader or somebody or from the Empire to go kill Wookiees, right? And then but you're saying that all that happened before. I don't know, something's not making sense here to me. Are y'all putting that?
Well, no, you know what? Boba Fett's in this. You catch a glimpse of Boba Fett, and it's just a teaser. You just see him in the background in one image.
Is that true? I didn't know that.
True. Yeah. I actually had to read about it and then go back and look for it. But you can't, just as a way of saying that he got out of the Sarlacc pit, which is just kind of a wink for the fans.
Hello, Gary. What's up, man?
What's up?
Is that really for the fans? Because like I like my old movies where people like fucking die. Sorry about all the cuts.
You mean like Emperor Palpatine? Yeah, when he dies, he's not alive for 30 years in a fucking Death Star that got atomized.
Yeah,
the room's still there to fight the lightsaber duel in. So hey,
he's a clone. Maybe he's a clone.
Gary, what did you think of The Mandalorian?
That would make too much sense if he was a clone. Plus, they could rip off Dark Emperor. What did I think of the Mandalorian? It was good. I liked it. But it was I think the Mandalorian is the Clone Wars to the prequels. It's the Clone Wars to the Disney era of Star Wars. It was very much a live action cartoon. It was good, but the character development was a lot like a cartoon. The Mandalorian goes places, makes fast friends, and does his job. And yeah, it was pretty good. I gave it an 8 out of 10. I watched it in the middle of the night last night. So for me,
somebody in my chat before pointed out, they said the Ugnaught got more character development than Rey did over 2 movies.
He did.
And that was absolutely true.
Spoken. Nick Nolte sounds like he's about to die.
Have you ever seen a Nick Nolte film? He sounded like that since the 70s.
He sounds really, really bad, though. I mean, I love Nick Nolte. 48 Hours is one of my favorite all-time movies. But, he sounded like he was struggling through that voice work there.
Dude,
but it was good.
It was good. You made today, 48 Hours.
Hell, I no shit, right? Like no way in hell. Kate, Ethan. By the way, thank you for singing my new intro.
Did you like that?
Yeah, I was like I was chopping a video and I heard you singing that. And I'm like, whoa, screen grab. Thanks, buddy.
I'm glad you liked it too, Gary.
I loved it.
No, I mean Mandalorian.
Oh yes.
Yeah. I mean, this is the thing. I mean, there are people in the chat that are like, Ethan's pandering. This is disinfo. No. It's good. I can't. What it would be disinfo if we lied about it. It's actually good, and I don't know what to say. This is what I wish Star Wars was right now.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't take away what Disney has done and what they've done to the fandom, and they still owe the fandom an apology. But just looking at one episode of television in a meaningless story that's not going to affect the main Skywalker saga, which is flushed down the toilet. Yeah, it was good. It was very good. And this is how they should have started it. You know,
it doesn't make up for the fact that Disney covered for Epstein and
it does well
and allowed him to molest children for 3 more years. But
encourage
Yoda.
But it's a start.
Yeah,
Okay?
it's a
it
start.
doesn't make up for it, but it's a start.
A step in the right direction.
Yes.
Yeah,
Gary, what were your thoughts on the Han Solo Greedo scene change?
That's why it took me a little longer. I watched that like 4 times. I can't believe they actually made it worse. And I mean, are they going to go back and do more of this? Are they going to start recutting the sexism out of Star Wars, or who knows? Are they going to deep fake and make it Prince Leia?
I need them to cut the sexism out. I need Princess Leia to stop talking shit to the men.
Yes.
So take all of that out. Don't talk shit to Chewbacca. He's not a walking carpet. He's a dignified member of the Wookiee race. All of that needs to be replaced.
They're going to digitize clothing on Slave Leia. That's their next move.
If they're going to change anything, the next scene they change is Han right before he gets frozen is going to say, "I love you," and she's going to say, "I know."
You're on the money on that one.
Do you think they're going to go like the opposite direction at some point and like redo the original series where they like actually digitally put nipples on Leia and maybe Chewie has like a big hairy you can't see it. It's just a swinging thing of hair. Like eventually we're going to go the opposite direction, right?
Why is this man not working for Disney?
Somebody's done a giant breasted 3D printed like bust of Princess Leia with the gold bikini on top, and you can remove it, and she has very, very exaggerated.
I'm gonna need to know where you got that.
A fan sent it, so
I'm liking this ASMR. I'll make a random 42. We should all talk like that.
It's because it's late. I don't want to yell.
Welcome to the High Council.
That's my new gimmick.
We're gonna talk some Star Wars.
I've been yelling all day. It's like 11 o'clock here, and I don't want to piss off my neighbors anymore. So sorry.
Well, Gary, the thing is, so this is a Lucas change. It makes me. I'm not like when I cash in my free Disney Plus thing. I'm gonna go back and watch the OT and just try to pick out any changes they've made outside of just that Greedo scene. There's got to be other things that Lucas picks at.
Absolutely. That's the second thing I thought, and I'm now gonna have to watch them again. And it sucks, getting Disney Plus in the first place. And the only way I could justify it is I subscribed and then I shared my password with some people I trust. So I feel like I'm ripping them off a little bit. But yeah, it's not that great of a service either. But now I got to go through and watch more because there is more. There has to be more. I don't know. I've never liked that Lucas did that, but it's his stuff. So what are you going to do?
It's like when you're flying your private jet to Epstein's Island.
Oh God.
Exactly.
but you drop off some humanitarian aid to Haiti on the way, and then you're like, I earned this. I dropped off 4 cases of Poland Spring. My job here is done. On to Epstein's Island.
So, thanks, Cecil. You just threw me off track.
Yeah, how do you transition from that?
I know, right? No, it just makes me wonder, does this come out at an opportune time? I don't think enough people will complain about this. People are talking about The Mandalorian. Disney gets their hype and their press, and I think more people will be interested in that. I'm just worried that I finally get some of the fear that the special editions brought in, where people go, oh, in 20 years, since technically the special editions existed as long as the original cut of Star Wars did, you know what I'm saying? It took 20 years to get that cut, and it was 20 years later when we got the special edition, which has become the standard cut on TV and everything. I wonder if this is going to become the standard Star Wars, or are people aware enough to know that this is the Disney Plus edit of Star Wars? This is the Blu-ray edit.
No, this is going to be the next generation Star Wars, Jeff. I mean, there's a whole generation out there who probably has no idea, unless they've really looked, what the theatrical cut even looks like. Or, they know Han shot first because we told them. That's it. And that's what we were kind of complaining about. Fundamentally, we wanted to like preserve Star Wars. It's like, if you want to bring in new characters, great, fine. And this is what we said over and over again. Nobody's had a problem with that. It's just what they've done to the legacy, what they've done to the fandom. And they're turning the page. I mean, this is so you could see it in The Mandalorian in its quality and everything. It was just like, all right, Rise of Skywalker's coming out, and the minute it's gone, it's a memory. Like, forget it. We're going in this new direction, and it's going to be a Marvel direction, which I don't know if that's going to work with Star Wars, but it's clear. I mean, it felt, the Mandalorian felt Iron Man in a way. You could see Jon Favreau's influence in it. So yeah, they're turning the page, dude, and that past is gone. It is gone.
It could work, Gary, with Feige in charge if he has love for the product. You could tell he loved the Marvel universe. Like, and does he love Star Wars?
He says he does. There was an interview, and he started breaking out all of his knowledge of that game. There was that Star Wars game that was in the Dark Ages, in between Return of the Jedi and the Timothy Zahn books. I never got into it, but he was like throwing all his knowledge about this game. So he kind of knew his shit in this interview. Now, an assistant could have helped him prep for that. Who knows?
No, but if just about to say that. I think he can make a shared universe that Star Wars should have. It should have had something like the Marvel universe. There was no fatigue. It was fatigue of shitty films. It wasn't fatigue of Star Wars. It was fatigue of shit. So if he's able to put together, and I think, just getting Favreau on the on this Mandalorian is a great idea. Start getting people based on merit. People have produced and enough with the horse shit. Thank you.
No, I think, and then if Kevin Feige, since Epstein's gone, any evidence against him is gone, so he feels free to do what he wants. Sorry, I wanted to mix in the Epstein stuff on that one.
We did a whole bonus thing on Patreon about it, so.
The big takeaway from this is Gary prefers it uncut.
Yes.
Thank you.
No, I don't know. It
depends. I will say this. A lot of people want original cut. I get it. A lot of people want other cuts. I can live with the Blu-ray cut of A New Hope. I don't think I can ever accept the whatchamacallit, the new Disney Plus edit. Like I said, I finally understand where the fear comes from. And what if they changed Empire? What if Lucas just kind of went crazy towards the end and wanted to CGI the Battle of Hoth or take away, like, the shit he CGIs and fixes isn't broken. Like, we don't need to see the Ewoks blink. What we needed to see was, like, I don't know, fix some of the, if you're going to have to change anything, fix the shitty CGI on Cy Snoodles, or, cut that scene out, go back to the old one.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Or at least the original Wampa scene in Empire was brilliant. The editing and the pacing on that, and it got completely screwed up with that added footage in there. Hate it. I hate the Empire special edition.
Did you see the footage that they cut out of the Wampa, where the Wampa actually breaks into the Rebel base and starts ripping people apart, ripping soldiers?
I've never seen that footage.
Okay, that's deleted footage. I think you can find that on YouTube. It's pretty funny. The Wampa actually breaks in and starts. Oh God, what was it? I gotta find that right now.
Yeah, because in the original not edit, but what they were doing is, like, they would capture Wampas, and they had like a whole thing of them. And so if you look at the old trailer of The Empire Strikes Back, you can see a deleted scene where C-3PO rips off a sticker that tells the Imperial guards not to go in there, or the people to go in there because there's Wampas, and he rips it off, and then the guards run in, and they're supposed to, like, have these Wampas rip apart snowtroopers. But
yeah. No, I'm looking at it now. It's really bad, dude. It's really bad. You can go and look at Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back deleted scenes, and intent. It's actually good quality too.
What about the original Jabba? It was just like a fat Scottish guy.
Oh, Declan Mulholland.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why he calls him. He says, "Jabba, you're a wonderful human being."
Yep.
So we have confirmation, folks, that human beings exist in Star Wars. They're not some other random name. But let's see what some of the folks are saying in the chat, because we had quite a few. So we are late, but we have over 1,700 people watching. So folks,
What's
hit that
up?
thumbs up button. If we hit 1,000 thumbs up Thursday morning, I'll give you a good morning pop culture before World Class Bullshitters episode 197. So if you want that to happen, you know what to do. So Darth Fatass wants to know, how big is Batista's dick? So thank you, Darth Fatass.
I don't think it's that big.
Laura, Ryan stole my fanfiction story, says, I heard Lucas made the changes with the Greedo scene. Yeah, apparently we were told this in 2012, and the Fandom Menace didn't exist back then. So now we're here, and we have the information. It doesn't justify it. Just because George Lucas did it doesn't make it a good change. I think there's been a lot of, hey, Disney Star Wars sucks. Everything from the Lucas era was perfect. It wasn't. There was a lot of Star Wars stuff.
It was not. There's a reason he sold it. There's a reason the fans were pissed. There's a reason there was a Fandom Menace back in the 90s. It was called the Fandom Menace. I can't remember who coined the phrase, but
is that right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The people who were complaining about the prequels were called the Fandom Menace in some circles. I can't remember where, but I know I've heard it before.
So we're the sequel?
We're 2.0.
Oh, we're gonna rebrand tomorrow.
But we're not an organization. But some people think we are.
You guys are the Femdom Menace.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a Rye Council joke waiting to happen. There you go. Cecil, if you want a shirt of that, let me know. We'll make it happen.
The Rye Council?
No, the Femdom Menace. It'll be you with a riding crop hitting you from off camera. There you go.
I imagine pegging would be involved.
If you're into that thing, go for it, man. Kendo Slice says Han shot first and Epstein didn't kill himself.
That's at the end of like half of my super chats now. That's the new Baba Booey.
I would not be mad if my audience did that, because the guys and I share those memes all day, every day. And the Lord of the Rings one is one of my favorite, where he's looking at the ring and it just says Epstein didn't kill himself. Joseph Bienowitz says Death Star is really a Unicron. He's there to destroy Disney Star Wars universe. That's from the Transformers movie. It doesn't what's his face? Oh God, I almost said Epstein. What's his fucking face? The dude that did Citizen Kane. Oh, whatever.
Orson Welles?
Yeah. Orson Welles, Epstein, whatever. I couldn't think of the damn name. Yeah.
They're both dead, so they have
they're
that
both
common.
dead. But Orson Welles probably killed himself by all the drinking and eating he did. Let's see. Justin Wirtz says the High Council is needed more now more than ever, with episode 9 just around the corner. Thank you, Jeff and Mecca. Well, we're here tonight. The High Council is needed because it's funny, people say it's dead. Look, no. We had a hiccup, but we're here, stronger than ever. And if the High Council were to fall before episode 9, Disney would win. Do we want to let Disney win? No, we don't. So we'll be here as strict as ever. We're going to be watching that shit. You clearly noticed that nothing gets biased, so there we go. So Justin, yes, I agree. Thank you for the support, and we'll be here.
Yeah. So how long has the Fandom Menace been? How long has the High Council been going now?
Like tonight, or in general for like the entire stretch of our existence?
No, the entire stretch of your existence.
Last May, right, Ethan?
Yeah, I think so. More than a year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was working at Technicolor when I was listening to you. Not Technicolor. God, I'm tired. Tesla when I was listening to you guys. I remember hearing you on my way home from work. So yeah, it's been a while.
Some people don't think it's important anymore.
What?
The High Council.
Well, thousands of people do each week, so
they gouge themselves on gummy products and red wine, and they think.
Hey, I can't begrudge anyone that drinks too much and goes, "Oh, something happened." Like, I'm not going to talk about yesterday, but that was me yesterday.
I'm definitely not going to judge. Hell no.
I'm not saying names.
I'm being called a Disney mole in the chat right now. It's shameful.
If you are a Disney mole, can I get a cut of that Disney check?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, YouTube's been sucking air as of late. I'm just like, what the hell, YouTube? So.
Oh, yeah.
But now Cesare Japan says, I heard the Mandalorian actually made the Star Wars Christmas special canon with a single throwaway line. Is Disney that desperate to get fans?
It did. Life Day.
Ugh.
Yeah, they mentioned Life Day. I loved it. I'm delighted by that. I always thought the holiday special was canon.
Oh my God! Somebody in the chat said EVS held Baby Yoda down on Epstein's casting couch.
I did not.
God,
I didn't.
Isn't everyday Life Day until it's not?
I think
That's a very good point. Except for the dead people.
Yes, they mentioned Life Day, Fixie Clary.
They do.
They made it canon officially.
the only thing in episode 2 they'll be like, I wish Itchy and Lumpy were here.
Oh no, I don't.
And they ripped off the Orville in Star Trek with one alien too.
They also mentioned the dinosaur that Boba Fett rode on.
The mythosaur, yeah. Listen, yeah. Well, no, that's good. That's all right. I'm not going to argue it.
Oh Jesus!
Actually, the references to the holiday special are some of the things I actually enjoyed about it.
That's what I'm saying too.
I agree.
Mythosaur is almost as good as like unobtainium.
Yes, Joseph B. Arthur's best work does come from the Star Wars Holiday Special.
She was the only one who gave a fuck in the whole thing. She sang when her little cafe was getting shut.
No, that was the Muppets. Which one was where Red Fox was Obi-Wan? Was that the holiday special or was that the Muppets?
That has to be the Muppets.
It must have been the Muppets. That was brilliant.
But you live big dummy.
So we have to do a Star Wars holiday special viewing. Ethan, we'll make that like your week on the
Let's
High
do
Council
it right now. I love it.
Yeah, Jeff doesn't need the live stream for 90 days. Let's do it.
Well, you know what we do is we just tell everybody to go watch it. You know, it's like we say ready, set, go. Here's the link, and then we all watch it together. But yeah, we do that annually. We watch the holiday special.
Are we gonna do when we do it? Are we gonna do it with the commercials like you watched last time?
We have to, yeah, because we still don't have Tobor.
Yeah, Torpor, bro, or whatever Jeremy used to say.
Robot backwards.
It's robot backwards, and they make a point of it in the commercial. They go, Tobor is someone that you can control, and then they show a picture of him. They go, Tobor is robot spelled backwards. It's like I didn't need to know that. You ruined it for me. The end of the commercial.
They
So now
treat
you said you were
you like Lamont Sanford. You know what I mean by that? They treated you like a big dummy.
A big
So
dummy.
They have a category on Disney Plus that's the Skywalker saga.
and
It says
from it.
the Skywalker saga, and the reason I think they're going in the Marvel direction is because they have kind of a Marvel type of intro. It's like they have a close up on all the characters that had helmets on or droids, and like some blue and red light is flashing across it, and this is Star Wars before Mandalorian starts. So it's their Marvel-esque intro.
See, I was actually hoping that once I found that Disney was buying, Star Wars, I was hoping that the Guardians of the Galaxy would encounter just background characters that were Star Wars, like you'd see Mandalorians and different droids. Just when it didn't have to be a full connection, but they would just be there. They're now in the same universe. But that cannot happen because during Civil War, Peter Parker yelled out like that movie Empire Strikes Back when they tied up. And I was like, fuck, it's a fucking movie in this world. So now they can never meet.
Yeah, that really old movie, The Empire.
Plus,
Strikes
it was a long, long time ago. It was supposed to be a long, long time ago.
Yeah, by their standards.
Yeah.
Question for you, Gary. Well, if anyone that has it, do they still keep the 20th Century Fox intro for the old?
Yeah, for A New Hope, they did.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, because I just saw it. So
you have to keep that in.
yes, that's as much a part of it as anything.
I still stand by. I think they're going to throw that on the opening to episode 9 because they own it now. And I think they'll go back and retroactively put those on there and make you just because so many people like you guys in the Fandom Menace knows the minute you hear the 20th Century Fox thing, you probably in your head go 1, 2, 3, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, and then the Star Wars theme. Like I can't not hear like when I hear that, it instantly goes to Star Wars. There's nothing else as Fox has iconic films, but nothing else follows it the way the Star Wars theme does. That it's like the THX sound. You know, when I hear that, I instantly think of the 20th Century Fox thing, and then I think Star Wars because
Exactly.
it's burned into my brain. And I guarantee if they were to do that, people would be so excited that they could overlook the first hour of the film because they're like feeling something. So it's a great plan if Disney wants to like make people overlook a lot of the shortcomings. So
There's no Last Jedi in the Skywalker saga.
exactly, because they fucked up they licensed it to Netflix. That's why Solo's on there too.
Oh, that's right. Oh well. It's the service is not spectacular, and as good as The Mandalorian is, it's short, and once that's over, and it's smart that they did it weekly, but people are still going to unsubscribe, and we're never going to hear the numbers. And I went through this crap with CBS All Access and Star Trek, so they're going to say it's the most popular thing ever. But if you go around and look on YouTube's a great judge to see how many people are watching a show. Because if it's a lot of people, then they're going to YouTube videos to watch recaps and theories and stuff. And Mandalorian's kind of meh. For Star Wars, it's very, average.
It's going to take a while for people to trust Star Wars again.
Yep.
There's going to be good talk because I think most of it's positive about it. So it may take a week or two for people to try it out. But I think people were fucking burned by Last Jedi, and they just don't give a fuck anymore.
Well, another thing too that I don't know if I'm concerned or what, but they're gonna use your Verizon subscriber. If I can look it up, like there's 28 million Verizon subscribers that get this for free. That's 28 million people. They can say to their investors like, "Hey, this is this and this is that," and they can build the hype. I mean, hype is as important as anything with a Disney product. If it doesn't have big hype, like Dumbo disappeared. Lion King had hype. Aladdin had hype. Good or bad, I mean, people had an opinion on it either way. Dumbo had no hype. Dumbo flopped. Dumbo disappeared. It's all about building hype with this.
It's on D+.
Maleficent. I can't see that.
Maleficent. I have to say it slowly too.
You know what else?
They did
too.
Lumpy Baka disappeared on Epstein's Island.
Yes.
Last seen in a temple.
Jeff, they did that with the Star Wars relaunch comic with Marvel. They gave a bunch to Loot Crate and counted those as sales, and that's why they said it sold 1 million copies.
Do you think they actually like making money, or do you think it's just the appearance of making money?
The appearance.
Yeah,
appearance, because no matter that gives them bigger bonuses. The more
Reality
it
is perception.
seems.
Because if they really cared about making money, they would release the original cut and just say, "Here you go, a-holes, go ahead and buy it."
I'd buy it today.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. And they released the Snyder cut. That's what I thought you would say.
Would you watch that?
Seen it? Yeah,
Oh, hell yes.
of course. It would be pure garbage, unless they did the scene at the end. Unless they did the scene where like Bruce Wayne goes to his window because it's green is shining through the window, and he looks out his window, and Kilowog and Tomar Ray are floating in midair and telling him they need him. That is the shit.
Yep.
If they had Tomar Ray and Kilowog, I'm into it.
No Ryan Reynolds?
I don't care. Ryan Reynolds, no, he's not my choice for Green Lantern. But if they were to actually just merge those two things, that'd be okay with me.
Justice League would have been a lot better if they had like a Ted Knight sound-alike narrating it. Meanwhile,
Justice.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice.
I'm going to send you a picture of the real Hall of Justice. I live by it.
Oh, really?
Oh, do you really? I've been there. It's beautiful.
Yeah, that is not even 10 minutes from my house. I see it a couple times a week.
Wait, you live in Ohio, right?
Yeah.
Is that in Cleveland?
No, it's in Cincinnati. I'll show you the building. The real Hall of Justice is based off the Union Terminal here in town.
Wow.
Yeah, it's cool. It's the best building we have in the fucking state. It's a museum now. It used to be an actual train center. But here you go. See, well, that's a terrible image to show.
All I have is Mark and Mindy's house. Like, not too far.
And the sticky icky. You got plenty of the sticky icky in Colorado.
That's
the
everywhere.
dubage.
I love how your brain instantly goes to that, Gary.
I thought Mork and Mindy was. I thought that was San Francisco.
No,
That was Colorado.
yeah, it's Boulder.
Mine's
Boulder does suck.
mine is Streets of San Francisco and Full House, but the Bullet Street is right above my house. Well, it's a lot of streets, but the Chase and Bullet happened.
How far do you live from the Greta mural?
Not far. I'm way too close. I am way too close. Where is the Greta mural? It's probably what, if it's real, it's probably what, in Golden Gate Park, or
It is real. I mean,
it is real. Where is it?
I've heard public defecations have gone down by like 40% on that block. Her glaring,
Just on that block. Yeah.
her glaring judgmental eyes saying, how dare you? People just pull
How
up.
dare you?
They will go one block over and take a shit. They don't want her looking down on her. They can feel it.
We don't talk about public defecation on the High Council, Cecil.
We don't.
Only if it goes in a pool.
How
Well,
dare
yes.
I always take my friends to Washington and Cherry. We do a Zodiac tour.
There's the Hall of Justice. Meanwhile,
Anyway, Gary, since I'll be out west, I heard you might be coming to our Lord of the Rings thing. So
Yes, I will be there. If we can get a date worked out, I will be there.
I think we already have it. It's February 1st.
Sounds perfect. I can make it.
All right. I'll stream something. I'll be like, hey guys, I'm about to pop my cherry by watching Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
And we'll take
And
it.
you'll probably be disappointed because you're not seeing it in 2001 and 2 when, during the time, but hopefully you'll like it.
Jeff, you've never seen it?
No, never, ever.
Man, even I've seen that thing.
I own a copy now. One of our listeners sent me the Blu-rays, but I was like, I'm gonna wait to watch it with a group of people. I was gonna watch it at my buddy's house who has a big 4K TV, and then Jesse's like, watch it with me, and then the listener's like, watch it at my house, and so Gary's gonna be there, and other people are gonna be there, so it's gonna be like a party.
It is
fun.
Are you watching
Barbecue.
the full uncut versions that are like
Yes.
6 hours? Yeah.
Well, that's a full day. That's a long ass day. Those are 3-4 hour movies. So
We'll get pizza.
yes,
Lots of pizzas.
Uncut Hobbits.
fresh meat off the bone. Yes, hairy feet, all that good stuff.
I'd almost suggest watching them with riff tracks.
Well, it'll give me an excuse to watch them again.
Yes. There's some pretty decent riff track episodes.
Excuse me. What's up, Ethan?
Yeah, I just I'm interested in mummies. Have you ever seen a mummy's nipple? Here's a mummy with nipples. I never thought I thought nipples would go away. Like I thought that mummies would lose their nipples.
Nipples are forever. That's the name of the next James Bond movie, by the way.
Yeah.
That's the real title.
In any case, it's just mummies with nipples. I just wanted to let people know about that. Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Your nipples will last, but your soul will not.
But their penis stays on, so yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what'd you say?
Their penis stays attached, like when they're mummified.
Oh, good. And we all
I'm
have
just gonna walk away. But
Let me look that up and find out if that's true.
Take the brain, but leave the penis.
Okay.
Mummy Wang.
you need the important stuff in the afterlife, Casey.
Okay, I did.
You don't need your brain.
You got to be kidding me! First of all, Mecca is 100% right. Mecca, good for you.
I like Egyptology a little bit. I've seen some mummies here and there.
You know your
and
penis.
they're just there, and you know. It's
And
like, okay,
penis.
there's that.
I'm gonna show this, and I don't want anyone to get upset. Okay, I know how sensitive some people are about this, but this is science.
Did you say upset or erect?
Are we about to see a mummy penis?
Yeah, either one. I mean, okay, hold on. So, according to Mecca, mummies keep their penises. Oops, don't show that one yet. Don't show.
Yeah, I'm not showing that.
Okay.
Oh no!
No, you are showing that. This is the first one that I'd like to show. This is proof. Now they had to build a sarcophagus around it because they had to build a. Okay, Now, you want to know what's inside there? Well, it fell off. I mean, these scientists are clumsy. It did fall off, and here it is. This is science. It's science.
I'm not taking the risk with YouTube. No.
Can you guys see it? Can you guys? Okay.
What's inside there?
I mean, this is 8,000 years
Gives a
old.
whole new meaning to the obelisk.
Junior high science.
If it's anything like a chocodile, there's a creamy center.
All right. Okay. I don't know why you guys are not showing that to the. It's okay. It's all right.
They can Google mummy dick if they want to see it.
Save that for the Rye Council.
Yeah.
Jeff's trying to dumb it down for his audience. They don't want to learn about history here.
Yeah.
They want to talk about Ewoks deep frying human nipples and eating them like potato chips.
Well, let me at least read about it. Okay. Can
Yeah.
Read ahead.
Okay. Let me share this, and we'll learn about this together. This is what the High Council's supposed to be, guys. Supposed to teach people. King Tut's mummified erect penis may point to ancient religious struggle. All right, so
literally, yeah.
Look at now. It looks like a smile.
The struggle's over there. Jesus, dude, point with your fingers, man.
Tutankhamun was an Egyptian pharaoh who lived between roughly 1343 and 1323 BC. Often called Boy King, he ascended to the throne at the age of 10. 10 years old. Imagine the frustration. Egypt's king Tutankhamun was embalmed in an unusual way, including having his penis mummified at a 90-degree angle in an effort to combat a religious revolution unleashed by his father, a new study suggests. The pharaoh was buried in Egypt's Valley of the Kings without a heart or a replacement artifact known as a heart scarab. His penis was mummified erect, and his mummy and coffins were covered in a thick layer of black liquid that appeared to have resulted in the boy king catching fire. Don't rub it that hard, son. These anomalies have received both scholarly and media attention in recent years, and a new paper in the journal Etudes et Travaux by Egyptologist Salima Ikram, a professor at the American University in Cairo, proposes reasons why they and other Tutankhamun burial anomalies exist. The mummified erect penis and other burial now can I show it or no?
No.
And other burial anomalies were not accidents during embalming, Ikram suggests, but rather deliberate attempts to make the king appear as Osiris, the god of the underworld, in as literal a way as possible. The erect penis evokes Osiris's regenerative powers. The black liquid made Tutankhamun's skin color resemble that of Osiris, and the lost heart recalled the story of the god being cut to pieces by his brother Seth and his heart buried. So very good. Ew. All right.
Yeah, that's because his father Akhenaten was worshiping the sun god, and they all worshipped the old gods.
This could be a Indiana Jones
They defaced
sequel.
all the statues.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be great. They're doing an Indiana Jones. The last one, the last one was the Crystal Skull. The next one might be the Legend of the Lost Cock.
Yeah.
That's all it
Indiana Jones and the penis of Tut.
Yeah.
They're gonna do something to take his dick away. So
Grab the shaft, Indy.
Junior.
In the cock, Indiana.
I mean, it's just, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Let me just, all right. You've got to.
Let's just move on. There's something.
People want to see it, and you're not showing them. And I mean, look.
Google it. And folks have the ability
look.
to.
Look at that. That's
I am not showing that. Sorry.
That is respectable.
That's history, Jeff.
That's great. That's not Star Wars.
Wars
yeah,
were fought.
Schlong. That's a great name for it.
What if it was frozen in carbonite? Then you'd show it.
Sorry. Carbonite. Come back and talk to me later.
Very good.
Since we're talking about Mandalorian, how many people were frozen in carbonite in that? Did we count? Like
There were 4, I saw.
4.
I thought it was such a rare thing.
It
Yeah,
was
I thought so,
tested
too.
in Empire. They had never done it before, but apparently it worked out, and they made it easier.
They just transport people like that, huh?
Yeah, they just do it. One of them looked like George Lucas, and the other one looked like Kathleen Kennedy.
I gotta be.
Remember when they did a Jar Jar Frozen and Carbonite action figure?
Jar Jar was in Carbonite.
They made an action figure of it. You could get it at Comic-Con one year. That was real.
Did they ever make a Lord of the Rings cock ring? I feel like that.
Yes. Well,
They did.
I think
Well, it grows to fit. I mean, once you are the master of the ring, you can put it wherever you like. It'll fit whatever appendage you like. Then you'll turn into a wraith.
Cecil, they're
So you'll
lying.
be a penis wraith.
They're
Do you
lying.
think Frodo knew that?
That's where he hid it half the time. I mean, well, how do you think Gollum hid it? He didn't have any pockets.
Oh God, you're spoiling the movie for me. I haven't seen it yet.
That's why he called it my precious, and he was rubbing it all the time.
I just
I was
assumed,
alone in a cave for 600 years. I mean,
I just
come on.
assumed he keistered it.
He died of dysentery.
So Gary, have you heard the not the argument, the justification for the Disney Star Wars movies being that they're for kids?
Yes, I've heard this justification.
Ethan, have you heard this justification?
Yes, but only from hardcore degenerates who were trying to suggest that Lando Calrissian fucks his toaster, and those are the only people who say that where I can hear it. Thank you.
Now, you both, have families. So, what is something your kids have never asked for, Gary?
AIDS.
I meant an item, but okay.
I can honestly say that neither of my kids have ever asked me for anything Star Wars. My youngest son finally asked me to watch it about a year ago.
Ethan, family, what is an item that they've never asked you to purchase for them?
Well, I mean, you want me to say Star Wars? I don't know. My little Ava, she's 3 years old. She calls Jabba the Hutt Iguana, and she's like, Iguana. She loves Jabba the Hutt stuff. She loves Star Wars stuff. And she doesn't know any better. She comes downstairs and plays with my toys, that are around. So
What about the Ticos? Does she play with those?
no, fuck, those are precious to me.
So the question I have is, has anyone thought to brand Star Wars washers and dryers and sell them to children?
Yes, children buy all the ones. That's right. Don't they?
Funniest thing, my son asked for a washer the other day.
You better get him a Kenmore.
Yeah.
With Kylo Ren on it.
No, it does not have Kylo Ren on it.
There's a picture on screen. They're marketing this with Kylo Ren.
What?
Wield the ultimate drying power.
Is it going to throw your laundry out in a temper tantrum, or?
I'd rather have them.
Oh man, I saw the other day a Star Wars metal detector.
Oh my
It
God.
was, and I think it had Ray on it. It was like,
Oh no,
find the forest with a metal detector or some shit.
Don't find my ass, Ray. Give me one with Darth Vader on it, and I would use that.
No, they got these idiots on it. Put your clothes in here. We'll ruin those too.
All of your beige clothing. Jesus.
She only has one outfit.
Yeah. Boy, stinks, man. Ugh.
It's embarrassing.
You could feel like the Force is female as you're trying to scrub skid marks out of your son.
Doesn't this send the wrong message? Remember,
The Force is female. You're right. Yeah.
The Force is female. The washer dryer's over there. Sweet.
Female, and it's not so fresh.
Yes, Cecil, yes, my friend. Yes. Good job.
The refrigerator actually has the patterns on them, though, right? It's like embossed or something, or like etched in steel,
no, I don't think.
or is it just a sticker?
It's okay. So I have somebody that I know that works at Home Depot, and I saw this shit a while ago, but I was like, it's funny, but I don't think I'm going to make a whole video out of it. So I was like, this is the perfect topic for the High Council.
It really is.
The
It's
ice cream
dumb.
should be shaped like Han's in Carbonite when they come out.
That I would buy. No, they have refrigerators like that, Cecil. They have a Han in Carbonite refrigerator door. And that is the shit. And it is $8,000. And I was like, I want it. But I'm going to have Han Solo bring it.
Surely there's Star Wars toilet paper.
Oh yeah.
Did they ever make a Jabba the Hutt?
Marvel puts it out every month. Sorry.
Hey,
Thank
it's
you.
the truth.
Oh, they have Death Star kitty cat houses.
Well, here you go, Ethan. We'll look at something cool while we make fun of this. But you brought up the Han Solo refrigerator. There it is.
Oh, yeah. Show them this.
I want that.
Are you kidding me? That is really badass.
I was
Okay.
really hoping to see King Tut's cock.
Hey, you got to look at refrigerators instead. Sorry, Cecil.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of digging that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. That belongs in my kitchen.
It belongs in a museum. Sorry.
Mm.
I would buy this if I had $8,000 to blow on a refrigerator.
Was I right about the price?
I'm just guessing.
Look it up. I seem to remember it was 8,000, but it could have been even more than that. Excuse me.
Let's see. We'll go to the website together.
Yeah, let's go find out. I hope it's not porn that I've sent you to.
Let's see. Oh no, never mind. This isn't even real. It's a Photoshop.
Oh,
You can get a fridge wrap for $50 or $100, depending.
I wonder if I can get my breasts on my fridge.
Ooh.
I could see Ethan reaching in there, grabbing a pie and saying, I love you. And then when he shuts the door, it says, I know.
Yeah. God, it could be so good.
What's the most recent pie you've had, Ethan?
Oh, it's been a while. I'm mainlining crack now. It's gummy bears. It's 1 pound gummy bears. You understand?
Don't eat the ones that are sugar free.
Oh my God. Don't.
Oh,
That is true. I've done it. The red ones that are sugar free, you will have explosive. Well, I don't want to get into it. But
I'm never doing it again.
you might need a couple of red sugar free gummy bears to dislodge that thing that's going to be stuck in your bowels.
Cecil, why did I do that to myself?
Self hate.
Yeah, it must be. It's like, fuck it. I'm eating this gummy bear. Fuck everything.
What would Jabba do?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's awful.
Ew, a gummy bear pie. That sounds disgusting.
No, the last pie I ate was on your show, Cecil and Kelsey. It's on the Jack show. No, but Kelsey wasn't there. It was just Mike and
Oh yeah, you ate that out in the woods, right?
Yeah. Were you on that show? Who was on?
No. I watched it though.
Not Mike. It was John Malin.
John Malin. I mean, yeah. Did I say Mike?
You did.
Yeah, John. I meant Malin. Yeah, and I took a pie out to the woods, and I ate it secretly in the woods in shame.
It was literally like watching. It was like watching a junkie steal from his grandmother's purse and then run outside. It was 1 o'clock in the morning. He put his phone on, and the entire chat followed him to Walmart. He bought a pie and ate it.
Yo, we're looking for like the Jersey Devil, right? But like,
We went to the Pine Barrens.
That was my excuse. Yeah.
all you found were perverts. Though.
Yeah.
This pie will lure the Jersey Devil.
Melissa Irvin's keeping us honest. She says, you didn't eat it until you got home. That's true. And by the way, it wasn't even good. It wasn't good. Like the pie crust was like bread. It wasn't like sugared. It was just.
Somebody gave you on. I remember reading one of your chats, and they told you how to fix that. First, they said put raw sugar on top of the crust,
Mhm.
and it was like bake it for a few minutes at a certain temperature, and they're like it melts the sugar in, and it hardens up the crust. It sounded like this person knew their shit.
Yeah.
Might want to go back and look that up.
No,
I will never do that. I will never respect an item I purchased from the Walmart bakery to give it a second baking. I just won't do it.
So are you the kind of guy that would buy like that bread that you're supposed to take home and bake, and out of principle you just eat it, like even though it's kind of baked, but it's still kind of funky?
My feeling is that it's already no, I wouldn't do that. I'd buy bread, but I wouldn't. I don't toast the bread. I don't understand that. Bread is already cooked. You know what I mean? It's already cooked. You want to cook it more?
So what do you do for toast?
Ooh.
I mean, do you ever eat toast?
No.
You just eat bread? You don't have like toast and oatmeal? You just eat bread and oatmeal?
I'm watching my carbs, Kelsey.
What about a BLT? You don't like toast and bread? You just
Carbs, you ran out for a pie at 1 o'clock in the morning.
I'm confused about the no toast thing. This is severe here. I think.
Yeah. Luke Hobbs says a real man sears his bread. Fenrir Fire says you jerk. A lot of people. Job of the Cuck says Ethan is gay. You have to take the temperature of the crowd sometimes. You just throw some shit out in the universe and then just see what people are saying. You know?
And what Jabba the Cuck is saying, you would take the temperature anally.
EVS eats cold hot dogs. Is that true?
That's disgusting. No.
Ew.
No.
By the way, it's rectally, not anally.
Thank you.
Why is it rectal temperature, but it's anal sex?
Because it sounds more violent? I don't know.
Yeah, rectal sex.
You know what always bothered me? The priests lived in the rectory. And I was like, that's kind of on the money.
So Dr. Coffin says, make Mecha Random 42 permanent, Jeff. Ethan is making noises about puking out on the High Council punking out on the High Council. I thought you were just puking up gummy bears, Ethan.
What?
It says Ethan is making noises about punking out on the High Council. That was a super chat.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
The Rack Star says, let's talk of Salacious Crumb getting roasted.
Yeah.
Was it sad or funny?
It was sad. It just everything went wrong for all the right people after the Empire fell. I mean, even the little monkeys, the rat monkeys. Oh God, they got hit hardest.
That's more of that like cleaning the slate business, right?
Yeah. Well, look, how would you like to sit there? I mean, think about the horror of being in a cage and watching your friend spit roasted, and not in the good way. Not in the good way.
You ever see Bone Tomahawk?
Oh, and then you're sitting there going, I'm next. I'm next. As you watch the light, fade from your friend's eyes as they become meat, as they become sustenance.
You ever watch Shogun, that old TV miniseries?
No.
They had that stuff with boiling in oil, man. The Japanese scared the shit out of me for years.
Yeah.
That's racist.
The Japanese,
it's true.
Scare you? I mean,
no, because they boiled people in oil. It's exactly what you were talking about. They were like, I don't know if they ate them though.
I hope not.
Let's see.
Who invited this guy? I can't believe the Tony just said.
I know, right?
We owe the Japanese a debt of thanks for all of their for Godzilla, for their cartoon pornography featuring characters with women's bodies and children's faces.
I apologize. Back to mummy penis.
The advancements that the Japanese made in human cruelty cannot be matched. They really pushed the field.
They really did, and just the Japanese are finding new ways to separate us from each other. I really appreciate all of the sex robot technology that they're creating, so that we no longer have to talk to women. We just have sex robots. So thank you, Japan. Sorry for 1945.
Now, Ethan,
What?
has anyone ever come up to you at a convention and asked you to draw weird shit like that?
A sex robot?
No, just anything like, hey, can you draw? Because I've seen old photos of like conventions where somebody's like, draw Storm naked, and John Byrne would do it. So, has anyone ever come to you and asked for those kind of commissions?
Well, yeah, that's all I would do. I mean, the problem is that people would come up to me and say, "Can you draw Wolverine?" And I would say yes, and then I would draw him with his big Wolver dong hanging down, like his knees, and they'd say, "Well, why? I thought he was going to have clothes on."
That's a nice punch.
Anything,
You weren't specific.
Yeah. So people would always ask me to draw superheroes. I would just draw them naked, and hey, be very specific when you commission me. That was my attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Darth Fatass, says I watched it, The Mandalorian, and reviewed it an 8 out of 10. So that's in line with you, right, Gary?
Yep.
Ethan, are you going 8 out of 10 or higher?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Shit. I did
thoroughly enjoyed it. Like
9
I
out of
even
10.
enjoyed it more.
I felt like I could tell that there were different people in the Mandalorian suit at different points.
Oh, kind of like Michael Myers.
No, I feel like here's what I think: the Mandalorian is going to be a shared costume that a group of people. That's why the one Mandalorian was super fresh at one point when he killed that worm and all that, and then the other Mandalorian got half eaten by one because I think they're different Mandalorians. And I felt like at one point when it was walking through the alley, that looked like the wiggle of the hips looked off. They were going nuts.
No, well, they definitely insinuated that there's something to who he or it is. When he went to go see Girl Boss, and she asked if his signet had been found out or exposed or something, his name, I was guessing. So they could be using a voice modulator. I went in this. I'm a big dummy. I thought like Pedro Pascal was actually in that costume acting. I'm like, oh wait a minute, he's just voice acting. Man, he's got the easiest job in the world. If he's just voice acting,
yeah.
Then he just shows up for any scene. He has to pop his mask off or something like that, and we'll see.
I think they're going to do like you're going to be there. We're all expecting it to be a girl when he takes off the helmet, but then it's going to be a girl, and then there's going to be another scene where it takes off the helmet and it's a guy, and you're going to realize there's multiple people. That's my guess. Total fucking guess.
The prediction of Remington Steele was, it could still be correct. He went to his chief. What's a female chief, and she was a metallurgist and blacksmith, and she made him a shoulder pad, and they could totally do that. And Doom Patrol with Brendan Fraser, they had a different actor as Robot Man. Then he would just come in and do the scenes that had to showed his face, the flashbacks and stuff. But
it's kind of disappointing though.
Yeah. And Nick Nolte's a voice actor.
See, I like to think, like, at least with Batman, obviously you can tell it's stunt doubles, but Michael Keaton was in the suit.
Wait, Ugnaugh's face kind of looked like Nick Nolte, though.
It did.
I thought I didn't know he was an Ugnaught. I thought that was Nick Nolte.
That was an Ugnaught? What?
Yeah. Oh. Weird.
I have spoken.
Speaking of spoken, Scribby Steak says November 11th, settling the score from 15 to 20 million, almost half of the dead civilian. A new world will dawn from empires fallen. At the end of the war to the end of the war, Sabaton, the Great War. I don't understand that. Do you guys?
Is that English?
Yeah, that's a band, Sabaton.
Oh, Sabaton.
Heavy metal, kind of a heavy metal band. They're a lot of fun.
I think that was a haiku. You read it wrong.
Lyrics. Song lyrics.
Okay. Sorry, Garth. Liquor Jim says, Jeff, enjoyed your latest toy video. Thank you. Check it out, folks. It's a lot of fun. There's some images that we get from fans. Oh, they're clearancing out Rise of Skywalker toys, and the movie's not out for another month. Mm-hmm. So that's normal, right?
Totally.
Mecha Random, I'm stealing your line and reminding my mother that movies aren't mandatory. She seems resigned to attend the Rise of Skywalker like it's a funeral.
I can understand why a lot of people want to see it, but it's
FOMO. It's all FOMO.
I think Mark Hamill telling that guy who sent pictures of the tickets saying just wait till it's on cable.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
That was unbelievable.
That's what I would say. It's like we don't have to rush out opening night to see it. We already know everything that's going to happen. We have 25 different endings, and they're still filming apparently. Of course that's a joke. We can't be for 100% sure for legal reasons or whatever. But no, like we don't have to rush out and see it and reward them for crapping all over us the second it's out. I didn't buy my ticket yet. I don't know if I'm going to buy a ticket until maybe a couple days later or something, if I do end up going and seeing it in the theater.
Hell, I'm waiting for Blu-ray to watch Mandalorian. I ain't spending a dime on that Disney crap.
Mm.
Well, how are you going to get a free Blu-ray, Kelsey? Have you thought this through?
Nah, one of you guys are gonna buy it, and I'll buy it borrow it from you. Just burn me off some rips, man.
Hey, I subscribe to it. I don't have to buy a ticket to Rise of Skywalker. I got to hook up to get in for free, but I would buy a ticket if I was gonna. I could write it off. I got to go. It's what I do. I got to watch it.
I ain't gonna lie, like I really do actually want to check it out. I got so many of these damn subscription services already. I can't keep my head on them all, man. I need to keep it about 3 of them at least, or at most.
Yeah, I did a video on that the other day. Like I have, I think 5, maybe 6, and there's 2 of them. Like the DC Universe one, I don't use. I signed up for it right away, thinking, "Oh man, this is gonna be awesome! Batman, Superman, XYZ." Nope. Just didn't watch it.
That's the only one my kid goes on. Is the DC Universe to watch Batman animated series, and he reads some of the comics on it. It's not bad. It's not terrible, but yeah, he has access to Hulu and Netflix, and within reason, and he doesn't even care about that stuff.
What you got there, Ethan?
I bought the Star Wars Black Series Collector Mystery Box only at Target. Now, if you've been to Target, they have a new Star Wars display because it hasn't officially collapsed yet. Like I know you're saying that toys are on sale and stuff like that, but not yet. Not yet at Target. You actually walk by, and there's a sensor detector when you walk by. There's a display of Rey and Kylo, and their lightsabers go like that and light up. Look, it's they're going all out. I really thought that they were not going to go all out. I thought they were going to hide in shame. But this was the Star Wars Black Series Collector Mystery Box. Again, available only at Target. My wife said, "Why are you buying that?" I said, "Because I want this beanie." You get a beanie hat. You get a mystery black figure. We don't know what it is.
Like an African American figure?
Yes. Yeah, it's probably going to be Finn.
Okay.
It could be Lando.
Man, you only be so lucky.
Ooh, what if it's Rey?
You get a pin. You get an exclusive Lucasfilm
Rose Tico.
Oh, if it's Rose Tico,
I would laugh my ass off.
So the question is, does the chat want me to open this? Because I will open this on the stream as an apology to you guys. If you accept my apology for not doing the show today, I will open this, and we will find out what's in it if you want to. Checkpoint says Rey isn't black.
Don't do it. It won't lose its mint condition. It will be worthless.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people are saying they want to see it. Even.
Rey was
see it.
black.
We'll open it. So this is a
Rey, the real Rey. Charles.
By the way, I used this pair of scissors to cut the gummy bear up. As you can see the gunk on it, I cut the gummy bear with these scissors to make eating it quicker.
What's the over-under on this being disappointing?
It 100% is going to be disappointing, but we do this as kind of a consumer watchdog kind of thing. It's
that's good. Yeah.
This box costs $39.99, so don't spend your $40 once you know what's in it. We're gonna open it for you, unless it's good. I mean, maybe it's really good. You don't know. All right, I gotta get this under the camera.
It's going to be Darth Vader's cock.
Oh, okay. All right. So this is what's inside. Is it a good view?
You're good, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We got a comic book here. Star Wars Allegiance. Journey to Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. It's Marvel Comics, the variant edition. Long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Who drew this? Let me find out. It's not bad.
Phil Noto.
I don't think it's Phil Noto.
Phil Noto draws like all that stuff.
Luke Ross.
Oh.
Ethan's Sack wrote it. And believe me, Sack could write Star Wars better than Ryan John.
That's can I see the cover again? That's a big
I just threw it over my shoulder.
For luck.
I guess, yes. Continued goodwill. This is my figure.
Moon Knight.
I got what?
Is that a Moon Knight figure?
No, it's a First Order Elite Snowtrooper. Okay, so I don't know if there are different ones in every box, but this is the one that I got. I'm okay with that.
So does that mean we're gonna have snowtroopers in this new? Is this for the new movie?
Yes. Yeah,
So,
the movie Snow.
Oh,
the weather outside is frightful. All right, we got that. We got this is my beanie cap. This symbol. What does this symbol mean?
Shoot here.
I'm not sure what it means.
is that First Order?
Is that First Order? Like, what is the symbol? Somebody's got to know.
Ranger's power coin.
It means dead franchise.
Yeah.
The symbol means non-binary.
I was going to ask, is that a boy or a girl?
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm putting this on right now.
That right hand is kind of going out a little bit. Thinking it's a girl.
I'm wearing this on my head at this moment. And I got a First Order Stormtrooper pin. First Order Elite Snowtrooper. That's what it says in the box. So I wonder if that's what you get. Like, that's what everybody gets.
I looked up the symbol. It means you are non-binary. It makes you a Pandalorian.
A Pandalorian? Oh, the inside
Do you
of
only
the
have
box.
sex with pandas?
The inside of the box is a First Order Snowtrooper illustration. So I guess that might be what everybody gets unless they make unique boxes. So I don't know. But in any case, there you go. Don't buy shit.
Your special gift, your secret surprise is that the printed box?
No, it's everything else.
Could be a cum box if you use your imagination.
So wait, was the special thing a comic book? I mean, what was this?
It was all special.
Well, no, I thought there was like a mystery item.
Well, yeah, I think this wasn't the Snowtrooper a mystery item.
Oh,
I don't know. I see. The question is, I should have bought two of these so I could see. I mean, if there are different items. And
it seems like they're really trying to pimp the Snowtrooper, man. Like maybe that's going to be a big deal or what?
I don't know. I like the red Stormtrooper. I think that seems more likely to be a big deal.
Oh, the Sith Trooper?
Yeah. The one that looks like he got into mommy's lipstick.
Okay, I'm looking at two other unboxings here on YouTube, and it is all the same thing.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
Snowtroopers should have snowboards. That would be rad.
I agree.
So unlike the movie experience, the box is all the same stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, evidently.
So yeah, that action figure better be worth $40 because all the other Black Series are $20.
Well, it's not. It's not just. I mean, it's also my hat.
You look great. You look so non-binary.
It's very John Malin-ish.
Does it look good or no?
Yeah. Whatever happened to your Luke Skywalker Hoth hat?
That sounded like very disingenuous.
It's around here somewhere. I don't know where it is exactly.
The hair looks better.
It does, right? Covers up a good portion of my skull. As you can see, I've got the Jabba the Hutt skiff over there. I actually bought two of those. And then all of the Jabba the Hutt era toys.
Why did you buy two skiffs?
On accident. Like I bought one on eBay and one on Amazon and forgot. See, Jabba the Hutt's wearing my sunglasses back there
I've done
too.
that before.
Freud says there are no accidents.
Your sunglasses fit on Jabba the Hutt? Yeah.
Yes.
One's for looking at and one's for playing with.
Yeah. I got Rose Tico's ball shocker up there too. So don't fuck around.
I tried to get one of those, but it's sold out.
Yeah.
So let's see what our listeners are saying. Lots of people are loving. Apparently, you look like you're 28 years old, Ethan.
Wow, thank you. I'll wear this every day.
From Delusion to Truth asks or says, "Hey, I think the Fandom Menace should start its own canon to continue Star Wars. We should include certain EU stories, then write out our own fan fiction." What do you guys think?
I don't understand the question.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Is this going to be on the quiz?
Yes, for you.
Should we write this down?
I think so. I think there are many out there already doing that. And if you want to write your fan fiction, go for it. But I'm of the George R. R. Martin school of fan fiction. Write your own stuff. That way you can maybe make some money off it and have fun creating your own thing.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree about creating your own stuff. If anybody writes something or has like a cool synopsis, send like a 1-paragraph outline to an email for the show. And, we could read it sometimes. Who knows? Yeah. I remember, I don't know if this ever happened to you, Gary, but we'd have listeners come out of the woodwork and say, like, I'm rewriting The Last Jedi. And people try to rewrite the whole movie. Some people got pretty far. Most people got like a chapter or two and then quit. I wonder if anybody out there actually stuck with it.
I got full Doctor Who scripts sent to me.
Oh, shit.
That were better than everything I saw in season 11.
Stone Cold Jeremy says Disney can lick the sweat off a dead man's balls.
My God.
Probably do.
Does anybody know what Disney's last words were?
Yes, Cecil. Please don't say them on Jeff's channel. Please.
He said, "Please delete my porn." The last thing he said was the last words he said before he died were
Epstein wasn't murdered.
That's right. Epstein didn't kill himself.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Thing he said, this is the truth. The last thing he said before he died was Kurt Russell.
Really?
Yeah. That was his last words. He just said Kurt Russell and he died.
Whoa.
Maybe we should stop saying that name before we all just kind of keel over.
Name's Pliskin.
Great movie. Ray's Double Dong says, "Hail the High Council. Do you guys know when and how Disney got back the streaming rights for the prequel trilogy and original trilogy movies from Turner Media?"
Made them an offer that they couldn't refuse, I guess. Because that was going to happen.
Yeah, the streaming stuff, maybe it's different because they're different cuts of the movie, legalities, because I think Midnight's Edge After Dark was in the chat earlier talking about how George Lucas made certain alterations to Star Wars so his wife wouldn't get a royalty or something. But
yeah, that's what I've been hearing. Tom, if you're still there, you could just add it at me. But no, it's like he was so pissed off at his ex-wife for getting, or because I guess she gets money for it, so he's doing it out of spite, so she doesn't get any, and so she doesn't get money.
What an a-hole.
Yeah.
Well, she was responsible for making the movie as sharp as it was at the end. So, I mean, if she did the work, no matter what, it's kind of her thing too. But whatever. I believe that George Lucas does that kind of stuff. I'd also believe Disney. The more I look at it, I believe they do the non-original character stuff for the licensing issues. So
if I had $5 billion like George Lucas has, he has at least that much, I'd be giving strangers $1 million. I'd be like, here you go. And future income that came in, I'd be like, yeah, ex-wife, bitch. Here you go. You can have some too. Jeff, I just wouldn't.
Where'd he go?
You cut out.
If I had $5 billion and I was George Lucas, I would get rid of that giant sack on my neck.
Honestly, they must take you. Oh, whoa!
Here he comes. Where'd you go, Ethan?
Dude, I never left. I was listening to you guys. I was intrigued about removing the sack from. So you have two choices when you've got that kind of money: to be overly generous, like Elvis Presley, or to use it to get revenge and punish people.
A la Mr. Burns. That's where I go.
Yeah, George Lucas is evil.
He didn't give me $1 million.
Not me either.
I mean, it's pretty clear he's pretty fucking evil.
They must, bring you into a room and explain to you, when you get like super rich, you can't give this shit away because you'll have everybody coming after you. It's better to like ruin people.
Yeah. I would. I think I would use my money to destroy people's lives. You know, I'd be a reverse philanthropist. What's that called? An a-hole? Yeah, I would. I don't know. I mean, it's a lot of power. It's a lot of power to have that kind of money. I hope I would misuse it somehow. You know, live my lifestyle like Caligula. You know,
Doesn't he get killed at the end of that movie?
yeah. Well, I mean, of course, we all get killed at the end of our movies. You know.
You would be like Bender when he became human. You know, you would just eat and eat, you know, and party and then eventually just die.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I would have fun. I would definitely. No, I wouldn't. I'd end up just giving like Cecil a bunch of money. I'd end up giving Jeff and Mecca and Neurotic.
Oh yeah, I was thinking of Cecil. That's what I was thinking of.
Yes.
Think of Cecil.
Yeah. I'd give you guys all a bunch of money and just be like, go do something productive.
Oh, come on. I don't want that stipulation.
That means shaking my chest on Twitch while playing video games.
I'm not taking that shit. Keep it to yourself.
Yeah. Oh, Tiara Starbrighter says misanthrope. Wait, so philanthropist is the opposite of a misanthrope? I mean, I never put those two things together, but that's interesting. Yeah, I guess so.
I like how people are like, Caligula got killed in real life, Jeff. I know. I just don't saw the movie.
You never finished it. Yeah, I know. I only get 5 minutes into Caligula, and then for some reason I'm done with it. You know.
Yeah, Helen Mirren wasn't that great back then.
Well, that's when the porn starts.
Well, yeah,
you
you
guys
gotta
are
get the
missing
full
all the good
version.
stuff.
Yeah, get the good long version. The short version is just crap.
I have it, Mecca.
Joseph Bienowitz says, "Oh my God, more screwing with the past. Damn, forced moral BS." And that's in regards to the Han Solo Greedo shooting scene again. I don't know. I feel like I'm just obsessing over something very small, but it's a big deal to me. So anytime you folks in the chat want to complain about that scene with me, let me know. I'll have a stream dedicated to Han Solo shooting first. Blue Blood 71 says, Mecca, you are not alone. I admit Mandalorian was well made, but I got zero enjoyment out of it. Disney has destroyed all of my enjoyment of Star Wars.
Well, next time watch it with a butt plug in.
A little R2D2 figure, though, you know.
Well, they have the C-3PO butt plugs.
I
don't want to put that there.
Anyway,
Laura,
aside, I guess it is important to make that distinction that while it's good, is it good enough for you to run out and get your Disney Plus right now? And not really.
No.
Like I said, it's like good episode of Clone Wars.
Oh, come on.
Like I said, it's not enough to forgive them covering for Jeffrey Epstein.
It's good.
But it's a start.
It's not emotional. It's good. I mean, it's really good Star Wars. And, you know, I watched it and I went, if the movies were like this, we'd have no problem. I'd have no problem with, well, you know, I mean, fuck Disney, but I'd be happy with Star Wars. And yeah, if you're a Star Wars fan, I have to tell you, it is worth the $14, I guess, that you're going to end up spending to watch the whole thing. Unless you're smart like Jeff. Jeff, you're just going to get your free week once it's all available.
I get a free year because I'm a Verizon Unlimited member.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
So, like, no one can ever say, oh, you sold out. I'll be like, here's a copy of my bill. Pay it for a month and you can see the whole, you know, whatever. No. Yeah, it's just a free perk that they're going to use to inflate the numbers. That's their end game.
If Rada the Hutt shows up in episode 2, Ethan's going to be like, Disney did nothing wrong.
On Disney show, if Rada the Hutt shows up, I think he will. I mean, I have no reason to believe that he won't at this point. And maybe that's what all that bullshit I was hearing was really all about. No, he's not going to be in episode 9. He's going to be in The Mandalorian. Thank God. Christmas is coming early. Wait a second. It'll be Christmas when Rada the Hutt shows up.
Oh my God.
It's like they planned it.
Does it come out every Tuesday? Is that when it shows? It's going to be. Let me see. When is Christmas on a Tuesday this year?
While Cecil looks, Laura Ryan stole my fan fiction story says
Christmas Eve's on a Tuesday.
Wow.
Please, Jesus. For his birthday this year, strike down all my enemies, strike down Kathleen Kennedy, strike down Ryan Johnson, bless Mandalorian, bless Favreau, bless that lisping cowboy Filoni. Give me Rod of the Hutt, Lord.
I was gonna bring peace to the Middle East, but I just got a prayer in from Ethan. He wants Rod of the Hutt on Christmas Eve, so we're gonna have to do that.
Yeah, screw the Middle East, Lord. Let them handle their own problems.
Joy to the world.
Jabba the Hutt's son has come. That's the whole thing. Thank you, God, for giving us your son. Now, please give me Jabba the Hutt's son, Rada. In thy name I pray.
He has no bones.
Can
Amen.
you have a play date with little baby Yoda?
God, please.
Baby girl Yoda.
Baby girl
Yeah,
Yoda.
that is the baby girl. That is the key to everything.
Did you hear my
Key to everything.
My theory is it's going to be the body's going to be a baby, but the mind is going to be fully. It's going to be voiced by Jack Hay, which is Kevin.
What if Rod of the Hutt and little baby girl Yoda grow up and actually give birth to the key to the Force?
Hey, Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Where we go? Oh, Jack Hay.
Lord Pablo Hidalgo, where did his balls go?
Please, God, let Jack Hay be the voice of Baby Yoda.
Amen. Amen.
Thank you, Ethan.
Thank you.
Let's see. Let's thank Laura Ryan. So my fanfiction story. She says, "What do you do with a drunken Ethan early in the morning?" John Moriarty says he may have shot first, but it's literally at gunpoint. It meets the criteria for legal assault. Han is justified to defend himself anyway. John, could you go back 22 years and tell George Lucas to, that? Maybe he wouldn't have this stupid idea. It is the worst change ever. Instead, I can live with other useless shit, but that one, outside of the no at the end of Return of the Jedi, it just ruins characters. Like throwing Jar Jar Binks at the end of Return of the Jedi, stupid. Taking off Darth Vader's eyebrows is whatever. It's kind of unnecessary. But like the ones that change the characters fundamentally, it's just as bad as killing off Han Solo like a bitch. It's as bad as making him a douche as a kid. Why does Hollywood hate Han Solo?
This is a white man.
Oh yeah.
Even the creator hates him because he's not as cool as him.
Well, yeah.
The Rookie Critic, thank you very much. He says, "Nice vid on streaming, Jeff. I wanted to make one on that subject for a while. Over 100 service subscriptions is paying forever to watch movies they allow us to watch, yet we don't own them at all. Hail the Holy High Council." So the Rookie Critic sent this one almost 2 hours ago, but he knew about Ethan's prayer. So Ethan, are you a time traveler? Are you the Mike Zero of praying for Rod of the Hutt?
No. We all share this dream. We're all praying for the same thing.
Okay.
Do they know it's Christmas time at all?
I'm kind of excited for Christmas this year.
And there won't be snow on Tatooine this Christmas time. The greatest gift they'll get this year's Rod of the Hutt. And Mecha Random's designing some C-3PO action figures that you can jam right up your butt.
To be fair, it's a sex toy company in Australia.
Feed the world.
Fred Tremblay says EVS feels moist.
Wait,
Back
so
to the
Star Wars?
moist. That's a callback.
They're making Star Wars sex toys also?
Oh yeah, they got plug-in USB vibrators and everything.
Man, they really will license everything.
I don't think they're licensed. No.
Oh.
Nope. But they still make it in the retail stores, I'm sure.
I mean, are you sure? I mean, they got like Touchstone Pictures and all that. Maybe it's a subsidiary.
Mike TV says, "Do they know it's Life Day at all?"
The Rookie Critic also says, "Hail and welcome, Gary." So, Gary, you're very welcomed by the audience.
Thank you.
Jen Devereaux WC says, "The Mandalorian by Emerald Mogwai."
Baby Yoda looks just like a shaved Mogwai.
It did.
Christopher Richshot says,
Sean scrotum is quite breathtaking.
try it.
By the way, Anna, Star Wars girl, is at Taco Bell right now.
Really?
Ooh.
Get the nachos Belgrande.
No, get the cheesy chalupa.
That was delicious.
Nacho fries.
Let's see. Christopher Richshot says, I hope Disney got the message with this rendition of Star Wars. Stick to the paths set before them and not detour to The Last Jedi.
Don't be too creative, Disney. You'll know what the hell you're doing. Just stick with the original trilogy. Thank you.
Where do we go? Sorry. It jumped up. King Arcturus says, EVS has time to get drunk and eat candy, but not for the High Council.
Well, I make time.
Jeffrey Turner, aka Mega Jetty 1, says, Mecca, could you tell me where to find that bust?
It was they have them for 3D printing available. I don't know exactly, but I'm sure you can find it. I got sent to it by a viewer, so sorry.
The Fandom Menace. Hey, Fandom Menace. Going live at midnight Central. We'll be live for a couple of hours. If anyone would like to join, send me a Twitter DM. I guess that means to us, not everybody watching. There's like 1,600 change watching. I don't think
just throw the link in the chat.
Yeah.
Sure, it'll be fine.
That'll work. Let's see where we are in terms of thumbs up. We have over 1,600 people watching. Let's see if we're going to get a good morning pop culture on Thursday.
We've only got 3 thumbs up right now.
Yeah. We got 668 folks. So if you'd like me to do a morning show on Thursday, which I gladly will, we got to hit that 1,000 thumbs up. So we're close. Everyone in the chat does it. We could make it happen. So even if you don't want it, folks, do it for your fellow Fandom Menacer. They seem to love good morning pop culture. And I can show off my new Axel Foley mug. So that'll be
exciting. Give you a fist up if I could.
Thank you, Cecil. I support from you.
How much I like you.
Matt Becker says, can we introduce Kelsey and Mecca, please? We definitely introduced both of them, Matt. Mecca was the first one introduced.
Hello, I'm Kelsey.
Hello.
Juan, he's back.
Kelsey's super shy.
Okay. He didn't mean to turn his camera
I
on.
was just saying something about my camera. Sorry.
Juan Contreras says, what's your guys' opinion on Den of Nerds?
I don't know. Nerds.
Well, they were accused of being Fandom Menace. And I think one of them emailed me. One of them sent me a message. He seemed like an okay guy. I don't know. I don't know anything about him beyond that, though.
I watched Robot Head's video the other day where he's tearing Brian Johnson apart, and it was really good.
Yeah, I don't know Den of Nerds personally, so.
No, I'm looking at their channel. I don't think I've seen them.
Carl Page says, Jeff, I've always wondered why the human race is a thing in Star Wars. Would that imply that there's a Battlestar Galactica thing going on, or do they just look similar? Gary, you're probably the most old school nerd of everybody. Do you get what he's talking about?
Repeat the question.
I've always wondered why the human race is a thing in Star Wars. Would that imply that there is a Battlestar Galactica thing going on, or do they just look similar?
They say humans. So they're a human race, yeah.
Yep.
And that's why they're going to meet Guardians of the Galaxy and pretend Peter Parker never said that.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know if he's a Battlestar Galactica thing like original or Ronald D. Moore, where there's there's an AI and machines coming up. I'm not understanding that at all.
Sorry, Carl. I apologize. Anybody else?
Well, like that there's humans in Star Wars, that they're supposed to be like Earth humans.
Oh, okay. So there's Earth in Star Wars, maybe?
I think they just didn't think of a name to rename them.
Man, all I can think about now is Luke Skywalker and the Avengers.
All you do is sit on the side and bitch the whole time while they fight.
Spider-Man and his Amazing Jedi.
Ooh. Stop giving Disney Plus ideas.
No, but Captain Marvel, because she can just fly there.
I'm gonna move on because if I start talking about her, I'm gonna vomit. Geek Gangsta says, "Hey Gary, I feel like in your review of Mandalorian, wait, I feel like your review, I feel like you and your review of Mandalorian was so good. I'm mad the movie sucks so bad. Hashtag more great Star Wars."
We do. It made me angry because it showed that they were capable of doing it. They could have done this to begin with, but they were arrogant. They wanted to fill it full of agenda and identity politics when they could have just done this. And if they really needed to, put those messages in, they could have found talent, people of talent. That's what Hollywood is devoid of right now. Instead of POC, we need POT. And they finally, what Cecil said, they finally found talented people to do for the right, the right people for the right job. And this is what we get. And listen, they brought it back to basics. It was a really simple story, and that's kind of what Star Wars is. And that was what was good about it.
They used to put your top guys on your top product. That went out the fucking window for some reason. But it used to be, and if you took a lesser product and you made it great, then you got bumped up to the like what Frank Miller did with Daredevil. It was second tier. He made it the best comic going, and then DC grabbed him for Batman. Oh, wait, was that the timeline right? Yeah,
I think he did Ronin.
Yeah, he did. He did Ronin for DC, and then
Batman.
Batman.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you progress. You have to earn the top dog.
Yep.
And they're handing Ryan Johnson after what? Fucking Looper? Come on. Give him the second and a
right
to have. Oh, what's going on here?
I wonder if nobody wanted to do the Star Wars movie in that.
There were so many insanely talented people that could have done that and done a great job with it, and instead they gave it to Ryan Johnson just because he has, I don't know, no sense of smell, and he went down on. Never mind.
We're all thinking it though, Cecil. We're all thinking it.
Fan theory.
Yeah, definitely rumor.
He's the only one going to bat for him. So
okay. Oh, Ethan froze and then dropped. I was like, did Ethan's camera freeze, or did he just want to hold up his action figure?
Thought I was watching Toy Galaxy.
Yeah. King Arturus says, "F the holiday special, never again." Yes, F it every year. Amateur Ant says, "Anyone see the Sonic the Hedgehog trailer?" Yes. The design looks better. We talked about that very early in the show, Amateur Ant. Gary, did you see the redesign?
I haven't seen the redesign, but I heard people are happy with it. So good.
It looks like Sonic the Hedgehog should look. So
there you go.
That's a big win for all of us.
That's a good place to start. If you're going to have a character that's based on something, you want it to look like that thing it's based on.
Somebody in the chat said, Brie Larson and Ryan Johnson are proof that having no gag reflex will get you far in Hollywood.
Shame.
All right, no one wrote that. I just said it. But
start reading off fake super chats for $100.
For $100, we have to read this one. I'm appalled by it, but I'll read it.
Dixon Cider, great name, says, "Found an A-Team replica I'm trying to buy." So I guess it's the van, unless they're making replicas of Mr. T. Then I could take you guys to eat while throwing Dion's horse. Hail the High Council. Towing Dion's horse. Hail the High Council. Thank you, Dixon Cider. Yes, we will definitely ride in your A-Team van. We'd love to. And we will, anything you want to do to Dion with that horse, just go ahead. He's easy. The Art of Ed Watson, thank you very much. He says the theatrical cut of the original trilogy was released, but it's only on the 12-disc DVD set, not the Blu-rays. And then the Art of Ed Watson also said the theatrical cut of the original trilogy was released, but only on the 12-disc DVD set, not the Blu-rays. So he did send that super chat twice. I didn't just
No, there was a 10 that had just the original trilogy, the re-release, and then they had a second disc in each one that had the original cut, and it had like no effects, the sound. I mean, it was like a middle finger. It's like, oh, you want the movies, the original? Okay, it's gonna have the matte boxes around the damn flying things and but it's like the original stuff, so it's great. What are we talking about? Yeah, you can get it. There's like a 10. You know what I'm talking about? Like a 10.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, the other disc, it has like the old cut on it.
Yeah, my buddy has. There's actually more than just the 10 release. You could get them at Meijer when I was in college. They're like $7 for this cut of Star Wars. It was the regular DVD, and then the bonus disc was the original cut. And it was like a crappy Laserdisc transfer. It looked terrible.
Yeah, but it's, it doesn't have any of that other garbage in there. So I like it.
I got Blu-ray copy quality or Blu-ray quality copies of the original trilogy from a fan. So they exist.
Yeah, they're floating around.
Yeah, I think it's legal to own them technically if you already own the Blu-ray. It's like a digital backup because there's a whole website dedicated to this shit. So I used to go on the forums all the time.
What cop is going to come to your house for that?
I mean, I think that's the justification for them having the website where they can tell you how to get them, like because they don't want their website shut down for torrent stuff. Moral Thinker says, Mummy news. Let's see, Mummy news gets mummy money. Well, does that mean we get no money because mummies are dead? Oh, yeah. Ethan's back.
Hi, sorry. My internet is a piece of fucking garbage, but sorry about that.
So you got the skiff and the 3-pack. Now, did Han Solo come with the skiff?
Han Solo comes with the Jabba's Palace set, which of course I got that, even though it is garbage. I mean, it's just 3 walls and the frozen Han Solo. But you do get the Han Solo that just woke up. He's a little sleepy, and so that's good. And then you get Rees, and I don't want fucking Rees, but I got this. I got everything. I got everything that's Jabba the Hutt oriented. So I'll turn my mic off, so I'll just open these.
Oh, you're cool. I actually like watching.
I don't know how noisy it is on the microphone.
That's not bad at all. So, do you remember when Star Wars figures came in those packages?
Yeah. And I had all these guys. Return of the Jedi. By the time Return of the Jedi came out, I was getting the toys. I didn't get anything from Star Wars or Empire Strikes Back, really, but I had all the Ewoks. I had the Ewok Village. I had Jabba the Hutt. I had the Rancor monster.
Did you have the Darth Vader roller skates? I wonder.
No. There we go. I just wanted the action figures. This is Brock Starsher. Everybody remembers Brock Starsher.
Of course.
By the way, every single one of these characters on here looks gay. Every single one. Look, they're all men. You wouldn't know that if I didn't tell you that. Look at the way they're posed. God almighty.
Yeah, I won't freaking out over the box being ripped.
Well, what are you going to do? Save it? It's like I play with these. I let Ava play with them. They're just toys. You can get more of them, if you want to. Look! Have you ever seen this guy? I've never seen this guy.
Nobody looks awesome. I want to dress up like him for Celebration next year.
He looks like he's got like a fireman's hat that he pulled down too low on his head. He looks unfortunate. All right, he's got this though. I don't think these are. I don't know.
I want to dress up as him for Pride next year.
I just fucked the gun up,
That cheap Hasbro plastic.
Yeah.
I don't have any gay figures. I just got C-3PO.
You have it. Still, I'm going to read some more of these because we're backed up. Fred Richards says, nothing better than watching Lord of the Rings while stoned. The guitar solo in the first movie with the Balrog, perfect. Gary?
I never Lord of the Rings stone, like the animated one. I saw the animated one, like ripped.
Mr. T, these are my 9 inchers. All of my action figures are very heterosexual. I got Mr. T, and I got C-3PO. I got myself. Someone sent me a figure of me.
You printed yours out?
Yeah, somebody Blockhead sent me this. I got the Invisible Man, and of course I got my Celebrity Human Centipede, which I hang on the wall here, that I made. That's Conan, Frankenstein, Richie Cunningham, and the Cowardly Lion.
My favorite one, Richie Cunningham.
Yeah.
I'm glad the lion isn't first, you know.
That's before he got his courage, or maybe it was after.
Yeah, I have a bunch more. What's happening is I'm grouping them all together. I said I need girls, and a bunch of people sent me. I got not Tabitha, Sabrina from Bewitched. I got Ahura. I got Ahura.
Oh,
Star Trek.
Ahura.
Did you get the Gorn?
I have the Connery of Thunder.
Is that Edwin?
I have.
that looks like Edwin Boyette.
Sure does.
Is that
I'm not
you have a great
Edwin Boyette. I am Sean Connery. The Connery of Thunder, and then I have my Trigger Trump. This is just within hand reach, and this is I also got the Witch King of Agmar. So there you go.
Wow.
All my within hands reach stuff is like Godzilla stuff.
Me, the toy guy, has nothing within hand reach to talk about.
Are you guys buying the vintage Return of the Jedi stuff, or no? Am I the only one that's doing that?
The only one.
Somebody sent me the skiff in the PO box. I got to upload it.
It's like a Vader.
I'm gonna buy the Jabba the Hutt skiff. You know, the big one, sail barge. I mean,
That thing went for $500 new. I saw it for like $2,000 at Celebration.
yeah, I'll pay $2,000 for it. No problem.
Jeff, if you could share my screen. This is Kelsey Shannon made this for me. Speaking of Sean Connery.
Zardos? Really? We're gonna look at this?
Did I make this? Oh yeah.
My God.
That's enough.
Is it though?
That's enough.
Zardos, classic flick.
I hate that movie with a burning passion.
Look at the cock on this guy though.
Well, that's all Cecil. You know.
Yeah. Norwegian Kryptonian says, "Hail the High Council and hail the Snyder Cut movement. Do you think we'll ever see the light of day? # release the Z Snyder Cut." I don't know. Maybe on the AT&T streaming service they'll put it out and be like, "Hey guys, if you want to get this or want to watch it, you have to see this or have to have the streaming service." So that'll be it. Yeah. Mr. Wonderful says, "Don't tell me Ted Turner sold the broadcasting rights right back to Disney. I thought they could only show episode 7 on Disney Plus until 2024. Disney has magical powers, aka money. They can buy anything they want, which is really sad."
He sold WCW to Vince McMahon.
Yeah, for like $7 million.
Plus he gave like half his money to Jane Fonda. He's not that bright.
No. Giovanni Musamichi says, OMG, an actual disembodied charred phallus.
Yeah.
007 Cloud says, Lucas has been ruining Star Wars since 97. Yub nub anomaly. He has done some dumb things.
Yep.
Frank Hernandez says, "Hail the High Council here in Manila. # Fandom Menace." Well, thank you, Frank, all the way from the Philippines. Mongo's Big Think says, "This has been a very sensual High Council."
It has.
Can you share my screen again, please?
Thank you.
Let's just hammer that out.
I'm scared.
Miguel Olmo says, "Hello, everyone. I have an idea for a Star Wars plot where it takes place 700 years in the future. We follow a descendant of Tarkin who is a Jedi training to redeem his family name." And he gives a live long and prosper hand emoji. Well, didn't we learn that Will Huff Tarkin was a homosexual man, right?
Yep.
Yes. And he was banging TK421.
That's why he wasn't at his post.
Mm-hmm. He was at Tarkin's post.
Yeah.
On Tarkin's post.
So now, Miguel, I think that's a good idea, like trying to have a character redeem themselves. But had Disney not ruined it and done what they did with Tarkin just for the sake of like nobody. Yeah, I think that'd be a cool concept, but because of the way they operated here, I'm not a fan. Well, no, it's not possible. It's not even being a fan. It's just not possible. Jeffrey Turner, aka Mega Jetty 1, says continuity breaker, freezing people used in Clone Wars. Well, yeah. I haven't seen that episode recently. I don't know. It's been a long time, and it's like 2:00, so I am mentally. Whoa.
And I got to cut out, guys.
Cool.
But
Thanks for stopping by, dude.
Thank you, Gary.
Thanks for having me.
Anytime.
Bye, Cecil. Casey, it was nice meeting you.
Oh yeah. Oh, Kelsey.
Kelsey,
Talking to
sorry.
me?
There you go.
Casey?
Yeah, did I say Casey? Sorry, it's late for me. Kelsey, my apologies.
Are you Adam friended in disguise?
No.
Yes.
Sounds like
no.
Adam friended. You're right.
No, I'm just
Just
old
checking.
and tired. Sorry, Kelsey. And or Jim. It's nice meeting you, Bob. And Evan Van Scriver. It was nice. Thanks for singing that song for me.
Pleasure's all mine.
And Jake Hicks, thank you. And yeah.
That's my
And
doppelganger.
Agnes Mecarandum. There you go. Thank you.
Who are you?
Maybe I guessed your name. Sorry. No, I'm just kidding. Everybody have a good night. Ethan, have fun with your toys.
I always do. I always do.
And Jeff, I'll talk to you soon. Don't try not to make out too much with
I'm back home.
with Jesse. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I had
Rest your tongue, dude.
what?
Rest your tongue, dude. So you don't get any more mono or anything else you're gonna get.
Hey, they checked free for mono. It was just strep throat.
Ah, okay. Never mind those sores. They go away in a while. So
Yeah. Thanks.
all right. Good night, everybody.
Hey, Barry.
Bye.
That was Barry from the Nerdrotic channel. Jeffrey Turner, we read his. Fixie Clary says, me and my roommate saw those at Home Depot last week. We laughed like crazy in regards to the Star Wars washers and dryers. It's just an odd thing to advertise for.
Who's going to Home Depot and saying, yes, I need my kitchen to have Star Wars appliances?
Ooh, Luke Skywalker's riding a Gamorrean guard.
If not us, who?
Yeah.
That's true.
Ethan.
Miguel Olmo has a Cecil. Oh, sorry. Silver 99 says, Indy, I should have mailed it to the Mock brothers. Yeah, Henry Jones Sr. said that to him. That was a good line. Miguel Olmo says, this question is for Cecil. Have you ever tried Louis the 14th? It's a really expensive liquor. It seems that you're a man of means.
Yes, I have.
Oh, okay.
Are you a man of means?
No, but I hang out with people who have means and who aren't mean.
Stone Cold Jeremy says, hey, Ethan, how about a life-size Gummy the Hutt?
I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I mean, I've learned my lesson right now, but I'm stupid. I make the same mistake over and over again.
Yeah, if I sent you a Jabba the Hutt green gummy that was 5 pounds,
I would eat it. I mean, give me a couple days to
that's
forget.
not the question whether you would eat it. Where do you start? Ass or face?
Well, I'd go with the tail, you know.
Yeah, I think
work
so
my
too.
way up.
Yeah.
You know.
Mongo's Big Thinks says, does EVS eat mummy genitalia?
No. No.
Like mummy jerky.
He eats gummy genitalia, but not mummy.
No.
I'd have to say I'd eat Jabba's head first because I wouldn't want him looking at me while I'm eating the ass.
All right, what if, Ethan, you're going through one of your sugar withdrawal, like the type of shit that would get you in a car to get a pie at 1 a.m, like that strong, and the only thing in your house is like a gummy dildo. Do you put it in your mouth? Right. Or do you eat it from the side like a corn on a cob? So it's not...
You melt it and you make a sauce out of it, like they do on top.
Thank you, Cecil.
I'm just asking what's on everybody's mind.
Fair enough. Moving on. Mongo's J Raptor says, "Hey dudes, hi Dion, Mandalorian episode 1, 8 out of 10." Well, J Raptor, I will tell Dion that you said hello. And yeah, it seems like it's been getting pretty good praise. So when I cash in my free year, I'll watch it and have a review by Thursday night's show. Maybe even
Is that the Rancor keeper behind Luke?
No, it's Nikto.
Like Klaatu Barada Nikto?
Yep,
Yeah. They're named after the day the Earth stood still.
Let's see. J Raptor also
Who's
says
Luke on top of then?
the Gamorrean Guard.
Oh, the Gamorrean guy. Okay.
Yeah.
J Raptor says, "Still waiting for your review, Dion, of Poop Fate." Well, Jay, I will definitely have Dion talk about it since he definitely went and saw it this week.
Squisher 420 says, "Is that a gay pride float?"
It's not. It doesn't have nearly enough rainbows on it. Ooh, you could paint it rainbow.
It's getting there.
Oh, poor Otto.
Work. Yeah.
He's in the Sarlacc.
Wanderer says, in T2, there's a scene where Sarah Connor lectures Dyson, and to me it felt very much like the beginning of the crap we see today. What do y'all think?
You men and your wars and your destruction. All you do is destroy. That shit.
Yeah, that one.
It's like, bitch, who do you think made your fucking tampons? Men. Bleed on out for a while. Then come back to me.
Jesus.
We want to put that in the next Bond movie. Ew.
That is shocking.
Don't give me the full fucking understand my shame, for God's sake. I felt safe behind the toys.
Let's see. Carl, yeah, but Wonder, I definitely know the scene you're talking about. I just think it's almost, it reminds me of one of those like hippies in the movies where they tell you like, yeah, man, doomsday's coming, blah blah blah. So that's what the vibe I got for it. But I mean, I get Sarah Connor's like, I've seen shit. I know. It's like, yeah, you saw that robot come after you that one day. Like, never mind. I think Sarah Connor's a well-written character, but a terrible human being.
Did you watch the new one?
No.
Somebody should do like a Groundhog Day trailer with Sarah Connor in the Bill Murray role.
They should have done a part where the Terminator easily cuts her crepey skin because it has no collagen left.
Hey Jeff, can you share my screen?
I mean, it's
What?
This is Heather Antos.
Is this real?
Yeah, it's real. This is the milkshake girl that started Comicsgate, and now she's working at Valiant. This is her talking about the crisis, the difficulty of being a woman in comics. What's it like to be a woman in comics? Me. Well, the tampon keeps the blood from staining the pages when I hold the pencil with my vagina, if that's what you're asking.
That's what he was asking.
That's exactly right. Asked and answered. Thank you.
That sounds like a show I saw in Tijuana.
Yeah. Weird, man. These women.
Sounds like a bloody mess.
These wicked women. Ooh, they just persist. Thank you.
Let's see. Carl Page says, in Japan's defense, women are going to be obsolete when cloning and test tube babies become a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
North American Hammer, that's too many syllables in a row. Adam Kubert, forever my favorite Wolverine artist. Ethan, have you ever met or worked with Adam Kubert?
Of course, I met him. I never worked with him. I met him a ton of times. He's a swell fellow.
How was Joe?
I think I only met Joe once, and the guy commands a lot of respect. Of course, he died recently, but
What?
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Oh no!
You didn't hear Joe Quesada died?
Oh, Okay.
I'm just telling we're done. Joe Kubert, of course.
Jesus, man, you scared the shit out of me for a second.
Wait, what did Joe die of? Embarrassment?
Just kidding, Joe Kubert.
Just kidding. You're great. I loved the thing you did.
Yeah, we love it.
Chris Stanley says, I love disappointments. There's a lot of them in geek culture right now. Dr. Ian Malcolm says, I just seen a man tied to a plank of wood. I thought he was auditioning for a live-action Goofy movie. I then realized it was J.J. Abrams, and the plank of wood was alive. I guess he knows.
I don't. What?
What?
I'm too drunk for that.
Yeah.
Stop giving me your riddles.
Fred Tremblay says, EVS's hat is tight. Not in a good way.
Oh.
Carl Page says, EVS looks like Santa Claus with that beard.
Thank you.
That's what he's going for.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
Somebody yelled at me the other day. If you get close up, right under my lip, it's getting gray. Right here is the patch that's graying.
Oh, you're gonna be fully gray by next year, pal. Yeah.
And
welcome to comics.
And somebody said, "Oh, Cecil dyes his beard," and I was like, "No, you can see I have, but right here is gray."
Yeah, that's the agony. You know.
Christ.
Richard A says, just pirate all the episodes, y'all. And he also says, screw Disney Plus. Those are 2 in a row from him. Because I can get a free year, why not? But people do what they want to do. I don't like
pirating. I would say don't steal from Disney. Don't watch it. Why would you watch? If you like it enough to pirate it, if you like it enough to steal it, why wouldn't you just pay for it?
Well, but you get a week free if you do it now. So just do that, and also share your stuff. Like if you have Netflix, give your password to somebody. Like you have to share your shit. Like be smart.
Plus, Disney hassles me more than anybody about pirating. Jesus.
No.
Not that you pirate or anything.
No. Did I say that? No.
But no, I mean, just
pirating if you just click on the link.
HBO Plus. One of you guys does. You get in your circle of friends, and then just kind of like everybody rents one, and then shares passwords.
See what I do is they use binoculars.
Yeah, like a circle jerk.
That's that same thing that people do. They go, that movie sucks. I'm not paying to see that. I'm gonna wait to see it when it hits basic cable for free. And I'm always like, but you just said the movie sucked. Why would you want to spend 3 hours watching it?
No, but some movies are great when you're like sick and you're like, you're stuck on the couch and you're like, oh, okay, now I'll watch that Star Wars movie. And it's like perfect.
I have never seen Captain Marvel. Probably never will. I've never, even to this date, never have seen Godfather 3.
You should see Godfather 3, though.
Fuck that shit. They replaced Robert Duvall, who's like my favorite actor, with fucking George Hamilton. That was it. That's all I needed to know.
George Hamilton told me a story, though, that he fucked Ava Gardner.
Is that right?
Yes, he did. He's like, man, I was a young man, early 60s. I mean, not the early 1960s. Not that he was in his early 60s.
Right.
He's like, I was at a ski resort in Spain with Ava Gardner. And she's like, hey, we're going to go out to dinner. She stuck me with the check. And but then I had sex with her. I said, oh, that sounds like a date to me. That sounds like a good time. So, yeah.
You stick me with the check, I'll stick you with my cock.
Doomnotron says, on my way to get 2 gourmet pies. EVS, repent and join me.
Okay.
That was easy.
Don't focus on me. I'm trying to make my hat look good.
There we go. Look at that instead.
Make your hat look good, Cecil.
My hat looks great.
Are you Deadpool? Or Ray?
Like that, yeah.
Anyway, moving on. Mr. Twisted 72 says BGS came after Star Wars. Hail Gary at Nerdrotic. Yeah, Battlestar Galactica was what? 1979 or 1980. So Adam Walford says, imagine Peter Jackson did Star Wars. Yeah.
Lovely Bones Peter Jackson or original trilogy Peter Jackson. There's a difference. He made like a few good movies, and now he sucks, man. Come on. You like, huh?
I'm going for like Dead Alive Peter
Yes.
Jackson.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, man. And then everything after that first Lord of the Rings trilogy has been just garbage, man. I've had a few drinks. Now, don't get me talking about the damn monkey movie.
Oh, King Kong?
Total trash.
That bad, huh?
What
Yeah.
the Kong movie? It wasn't total trash.
It's a bit long, but
It was garbage. Like they got the whole like the kid that can't read, and the dude is like, "Oh, I found him in a box on the dock or whatever, and I taught him how to read." Yeah. Oh God.
Aren't you thinking of There Will Be Blood? Is that the deaf kid you're thinking of?
No, and that King Kong movie. Oh man. Anyway, I gotta go get a drink.
Maya Joe Young.
With Charlize Theron.
Oh, that was good.
You know, I watched 3 Sam Raimi movies in a row with my nieces. By Halloween, they wanted to watch a scary movie, so I said, "Drag Me to Hell." I said, "Drag Me to Hell," which was like a good movie for like 12-year-olds. They like dug that. It was scary, but not too scary. And then we watched Army of Darkness. And then my nephew wanted to watch a cowboy movie, so we watched Quick and the Dead. And I didn't realize we just watched 3 Sam Raimi, and they loved all of them.
Sam Raimi's great, though. I mean, there's nothing wrong. Sam Raimi's Evil Dead 2, masterpiece, absolute masterpiece.
You liked part 2 better than Army of Darkness?
Yeah.
It was where he's fighting his hand in the cabin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was Bruce Campbell's best work.
I agree.
I agree as well. So where are we at? We have a couple more super chats. Everyone's loving your hat, Ethan.
This hat or the old hat? The first hat?
It's new hat. It's very festive.
Thank you. I'm looking. My beard isn't ready yet. You know.
No, you're almost ready for Life Day.
Cecil, can you learn the Carrie Fisher song from Life Day, please?
Let me see if I can pull it up. I won't know if I get the cadence right, but I'll try.
Winslow Friday says Robot Head used actual news footage from the 80s that destroys Disney's SJW agenda narrative. So well done. I'll have to check that out. I want to get Robot Head back on the show soon.
You got to watch the last video he did about Ryan Johnson. It was fantastic.
I will. The build up to episode 9 is going to be huge for the High Council, so the hits are going to keep on coming. Lance Higa says hashtag Dion saw Dark Fate. I'm so glad this is catching on. Dion's going to be pissed. Damage Incorporated has a question. Anyone seen Mundane Matt's videos talking about the Fandom Menace?
who gives him a click? Why would you click his anything?
Yeah, I just don't even think about that guy.
I don't either.
I'm gonna quickly listen to her sing it so I could do it as close as I can.
By the way, folks, we only need 185 more thumbs up for Good Morning Pop Culture. So we have 1,444 people watching. Do it for your fellow Fandom Menacer. You don't even have to do it for yourself.
Oh shit! What did I just walk into?
Perfect. Oh, there he is.
Have I been a good boy or a bad boy, Santa?
You've been very good.
Barb Rogers sent to the super chat and says, because why not?
You look like little sad Santa.
You're like the mall Santa that no one went to see. Like you're all clean and proper, but everyone went to the drunk one that smells like piss. Oh, poor Ethan. Turn this into a meme, folks, please.
We need a little more jolly. little more jelly in the belly. Well, we got plenty of that, but shake it like a bowl full of jelly.
J Raptor, thank you very much. He says, "Hey Jeff, I think you will enjoy The Mandalorian. Star Wars is in the right direction so far with the series. Movies, Carl Weathers was great in it. Apollo lives. Can't wait to see the sexy Gina Carano in it too. I have seen her action figure, and I knew she was in it, but I really just know her from Deadpool. But I'll give the show a chance. Kind of have to talk about it for this channel, and we'll give you guys a review each week here on the show."
Ethan looks just like when they dress up one of those dogs in a costume, and they just look miserable.
I don't know if I could sing the Life Day song. It's actually kind of complicated.
Are you still looking that up?
No, I know I have the lyrics, but I went and listened to her singing it. And
Yeah.
How are you not staring at Ethan right now? I'm mesmerized.
I'm watching Life Day.
This is Life Day. Look at this.
Like,
what's
listen to the
happening?
opening lyrics. Will this be copywritten?
Yeah, you have to mute yourself.
Shit. We celebrate. I'll get it down. I promise.
I need a costume now. Oh my god.
Chris Stanley sent in a mood icon super chat. Thank you very much, Chris. Fandom Menace says, "I love the hat, Ethan." Barb Rogers says, "EPS has 20 years before he has a real Santa beard." Jethro Fox says, "Santa is pissed." And Darth Fatass says, "Bad Santa 3 starring EVS." I'd watch it. Oh my god! You can break Ethan.
Awkward silence.
I'll give it a shot if you want. But gotta keep reading. Or do you want me to just sing in the background while you read them?
Go ahead. I've read all the super chats.
We celebrate a day of peace, a day of harmony.
Show Ethan while we're hearing this.
A day of joy we all can share together.
No.
Are you not going to take my fucking life? I'm not going to make a mockery of life, Dave.
Oh,
You have a keyboard there. Let's get it going.
look it. It's time to go. We're gonna read this last super chat. We're gonna close out the late
A
show.
day that takes us through the darkness.
Hey,
A day that leads us into might. A day that makes us want to celebrate the light. A day.
hey, Norwegian Kryptonian says the U.S. Star Wars EU carbonite was used to freeze people prior to hyperspace travel, so it's been around forever. Hashtag carbon freeze Jeremy.
To grow, to love, to love,
All right, folks.
to be.
We're gonna take a quick look and see if we got the thumbs up required. Oh Jesus! Oh, we didn't hit the number, folks. So there will be no Good Morning Pop Culture this coming week. But
No, 1,000 thumbs up, and I sang my fucking heart out.
nope, they only 855 thumbs up. Cecil,
Bastard. You know what? You know how much effort it takes to give a thumbs up?
none.
None. And it's free.
Less than a hand job, and I give those out like nothing.
I'm getting one later.
Thank you.
All right, well, we've reached the end of the episode, folks. Thank you to everyone who's watching. Make sure you guys have all your bell notifications turned on for all of our channels here in the Fandom Menace. YouTube's been making a lot of dumb, useless changes that have been affecting all the creators. So always be on the lookout for new content from us. Even if you think we've gone away, we haven't.
Happy Life Day, everyone.
And happy Life Day. So, Ethan, do you have anything you'd like to say before we close this out?
I would like to join my brother Cecil in saying Happy Life Day to you all. It's a day of peace and joy that we can share. Amen.
Kelsey,
Now let's do a big fat line of Coke to celebrate Life Day.
Kelsey, anything you want to say before you go?
Yeah, happy Life Day. You're all gonna die soon.
Oh,
That's a random.
he's right.
Giving me all your money? Wait, that's that's somebody else. Yeah, watch my crap, like all my videos, constantly on a loop. Play them to your pets and your plants.
Plants love mecha random.
That's a fetish, watching your crap.
I would hope people just would watch my chest because I do tend to jiggle that quite a bit on camera. Hashtag not for kids.
Why do you have your camera off and I have mine on then?
Because I look on the wrong screen. I go that way. My hair's not brushed.
There's a lot of red on here.
Here.
I see what you mean.
Fix it.
We're over 900, by the way.
That's true, but we didn't reach the 1,000. So, all right, folks. For me here, happy Life Day, and
Are you trying to ask me to sing the Life Day song again to get you over?
It's fine, man. They don't want it.
Sing it again, Cecil. I need it right now. Sing it again.
We celebrate a day of peace.